Why, hello. Welcome. It's Sunday afternoon. My name is Rob. We're playing. No, we're not playing The Curse of Strahd. We're playing Skull and Shackles today.
Strahd and
Wow.
Shackles. I don't want to be here
Curse
anymore.
of Skulls.
Strahd and Shackles.
Strahd and
Oh
Shackles.
my god, that's just.
Shackles,
Oh, no.
yes. PDF,
I'm so.
no.
I've been saying Curse of Strahd on fucking Rise of the Rune Lords
Everything.
for so long. It's just forever stuck in my brain. This is not right. Anyway, hello. Hope everyone's having a beautiful Memorial Day Sunday or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
The fuck is a Memorial Day?
It's a day you memorialize.
We remember.
Adrian, how you doing?
We remember wars.
It's the day we remember the soldiers who died in World War One. It used to be called Armistice Day.
I mean, it's
And then they
it's
it's all
memorializing
wars now.
all fallen soldiers in the U.S. and you grill meat and eat it, and then there you go.
And
Yeah,
there's
well,
a Memorial Day concert in DC, and it's probably going to be raining this year, which
don't-
means you get a really good seat.
Not sure if we actually have anything about World War One over here.
I would
Anyway,
imagine
it's
you do.
pretty cool. It's a,
Might. I don't actually just recall.
I don't know. Was Portugal
it's
in
a
World War
family
One?
tradition to watch it.
We were actually.
Sunday
Yep,
night.
we were. We were in Team 2. We were in 1.
Gary Sinise and what's his
That's
name?
what it was.
Was Portugal part of the war crimes trifecta that was Canada, I want to say
Poland,
Sweden, and Italy?
The war crime trifecta.
Well,
No, we're not. I don't think we had enough time in 1 to actually be that based.
Wait,
Tisk.
did I write
tisk.
that wrong?
I don't know. Anyway, so how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well, and it's good to see that you are reaching some sort of straudularity.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel
Wow.
really bad that I'm too stupid to understand what you just said.
Well, think of the word singularity, but then put straud in it.
Modularity.
I thought you were making some sort of euphemism that I'm supposed to get again. Well, anyway. Jack Spade, how you doing?
What
Going to
up?
meme Strahd Von Zarovich and do an Eldritch God. I can feel it.
You can find me over at Jack Spade GG's over on Twitch. You can also find me at Jack Spade. Jack Spade 77 over on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter at the GG handle. This week, unfortunately, I only played one game because my other players had to call out and stuff like that. But what are you going to do? It's graduation season, so it's going to happen. But we'll be right back at it again tonight, playing some more Expedition, and next week we'll be getting right back up on that horse with more King of the Lost Arch. And after that is done, probably going to be doing a whole new campaign with these players that I found. Good stuff coming up ahead.
Players that you found. That's what I do. I just find random vagabonds on the internet. This is the one time I tried to fucking have a family member playing on my stream. He fucking doxed himself.
Oh,
It's-
I'm just imagining Rob going up to the homeless people that like sit at intersections and things and picking them up and taking them off to play tabletop games.
And ironically speaking, every single session he would try to dox himself.
I don't know. It's so fucking irritating. I love him to death, but Jesus Christ. Like, not that we have any enemies over here, except for, certain
Weather?
Air Force people and tornadoes. But, Minnesota, how you doing? I don't know if he's around.
He's muted.
He's
He said he
muted.
was in line, so I'm assuming he has to
Oh,
check out.
we're back at the apartment. We were at a stoplight, but I'm doing all right. I'm on some pretty serious medication for a muscle I pulled in my lower back.
Fun.
Did your...
So I'm a little
Higher-
slower on the draw than usual. I also have like a dozen bottles of brisk iced tea that I'm currently carrying in my shirt.
What?
Incredible.
I am.
Okay.
Jesus, okay.
Okay.
Your entire spine didn't fuse into one bone, did it?
No, it's just one of my gluteus muscles.
I don't think I've ever heard someone refer to being stopped at a traffic light as being in line.
He hurt his booty.
Like I said, I'm on a lot of very powerful medications. It makes thinking a little difficult.
Oh, we'll forgive you this one time.
Yes.
Just once.
We have
Just once.
Rogue 10.
Everybody gets one.
Okay. How am I
Hi.
going to open the door?
Yes, hi, Rogue.
Give me a second. Oh, thank you.
We have Untamed Mando.
That wasn't me, but that's okay.
Hi everyone, Untamed Mando playing Minjia Jiaolong. My OBS has decided it's gonna be stupid, and I don't know if I'll be able to stream my perspective this time, but we'll keep working on it. Woo! OBS,
Okay,
I
I'll
hate
just-
you.
I'll
And
close
if you
the chat
want
window.
the VOD, you can give it to you later.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and go live in a minute. I'm doing a forced update for OBS.
Okay.
It's fine. Rob will give it to you.
Don't say that.
I don't think I liked that.
No, I
Doing
didn't
that.
either. That was odd. Well, anyway, this week on Skull and Shackles, we're going to an island. Hooray! That's my favorite part of the entire campaign.
Doesn't
Sure,
everybody
you
like
tell.
going to
How
Tropical
excited
islands.
I am, and
You know what that means? We need to
Thrilled.
speed through it. So let's pick it up, everybody.
There ain't no speeding through this. Don't worry, boo. I got you. But anyway, who would like to recap what happened last week?
Well, we
I'll speak up at once.
we did perhaps the least planned mutiny in history. When we just sort of were like, yes, we will mutiny, and then we sort of stumbled our way through the beginnings of a mutiny and managed to kill Plug and Scourge and all of their lackeys. Tried to kind of go easy on the woman because of sexism, but then killed her too.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
we were
there
going
was
easy
there was
on
that
her.
one lady that was like cornered by everyone, and someone tried to convince her to stand down, but then she.
Oh,
didn't,
I
and
did.
she
Yeah,
died.
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
now. I remember. Yeah.
The person with the highest stats couldn't do
I just
it.
want to point out, you like one of the first people you killed was a woman.
Yeah, no, the sexism thing was a joke. I know, my jokes
Sure
are
it was.
hilarious. Okay, anyway, so during the attack, or immediately after the attack, no, sorry, the Grindelows attacked during our attack, and then after the attack, Agent Tully went missing, and Skolder's
What?
not there to tell.
Wow.
The bard lady, the not bard
Wow.
halfling.
Only played sex songs.
Why is she Scully?
Isn't her name Tilly or something?
No, Tilly. No.
No. Tilly Brackett is. Oh, she's there.
Tilly is the human fighter chick.
Okay. I don't have the name of the not bard.
We like both
Rosie.
of them.
Rosie.
Rosie Cuswell.
They both end in a Y. It's hard to remember these. My character has an intelligence of 7. He barely remembers his own name. Okay.
It's true. But we still love him anyway.
So after she went missing, we searched the ship, did not find anything, and then as we were sailing along, we run aground on some shoals, and then the mast fell off, and there's an island nearby, and everything seems to be screaming at us that we need to get off the ship and go on this island.
Oh, shoot. I needed to look up.
Alright. Well, that was a pretty good thing.
Thank you.
Yes, I think.
You're welcome. But yes, y'all are you're stranded on an island. I was gonna do the
Which island? Oh, we don't know. That's right.
you don't know.
Oh, that was another thing. We tried to figure out where we were, and we failed.
I completely
We did
forgot.
fail
I
at
wanted to do a Gilligan's Island thing, but you know,
It
I
was a
was
3 hour
prepared
tour.
as always. So that's going swell.
Haha, I got OBS to work.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Anyway,
Not knowing what this
yes.
island is, we don't know what to expect, but it's a tropical island, so I'm sure it will be filled with
It'll be fine.
vacationers and
What could go
Sure.
wrong?
palm
Yes,
trees.
it'll be like the
This,
south of the country, and
These paths in this kind of zigzag area is not
You don't technically know those are there, but I had issues
Yes.
with the vision.
concerning. I mean, I don't know what it is. This is
So it looks like
All
where
I
we
see
are. All we can see is swampy shoreline and some
Green.
mountains. Is that
Yes.
basically? Yes.
Hey, doesn't that mean you have a speed boost?
What? Oh, because I'm a frog?
Yeah.
No.
he's not that kind of frog.
Oh,
We
that's
established
fine.
this.
Actually,
you're a tree frog.
a lot of Ripley do have swamp walking, but I don't.
You climb, you don't walk, right?
Yes, I climb. I mean, I walk as well as you do.
I mean, you climb, you don't wade.
I don't wade. I do not have swamp stride, so I cannot move through difficult terrain at normal speed while within a swamp.
That's fine. You can just
It's a
ride
very
on somebody's shoulder.
specific-
There you go.
You are small enough.
This is true, and cute enough to get away with it.
Do puppy dog eyes work when you're a frog?
yeah, I
Yes,
imagine
because
so.
you got ginormous eyes.
Right?
Yeah.
They can.
You have those huge eyes. Just look up from. You don't, I mean, you don't even need to
Then
look
you
up.
like
Just do
blink
what you
one eye,
naturally
then you
do.
blink the other, and then you lick it.
Yeah, you do the puppy dog eyes, but then you also inflate your like weird
Yeah, quick,
like
you
neck
have a-
sack.
Yeah.
I no one needed to hear the term neck sack today. No
Isn't
one
that-
needed to.
I did.
You guys know what I'm
I
talking
did.
about. That's what frogs have.
I know what you're talking about.
They
Yeah.
have that little like sack they expand to croak.
Yes, but nobody
It's
needed
their
to hear
throat.
the term.
Okay, what's
Why not?
the correct term for the frog neck sack?
Vocal.
I have no idea.
something? I'm actually going to look this up now.
Oh,
Thank
it
you.
looks like
Oh
it's
my God.
vocal,
I don't
vocal
feel like
sack.
doing it.
The vocal sounds so much better.
That's right. It's
It
possessed
does,
by
it
male
really does.
frogs only. Female frogs, no vocal sack. No sack on the females.
Sack on the feet.
Oh, it's actually called a
That's
vocal
so
sack.
sad.
Yeah.
That's like the actual term for it.
Who'd have thunk that females don't have sex?
And we doubted.
My God. Anyway, but yes, y'all are doing this now. Anyway.
Welcome to Skull and Shackles, everybody.
It's all downhill from here.
Oh, hey,
Okay,
Mando,
so-
nice hat.
We are going ashore to find a timber to repair the mainmast with, and maybe
Well,
see if
Not everyone needs to go on to shore. We need some people to stay behind in case the Grindelows attack again.
Well, I'm
True.
good either way. I
Not
can
it.
tell you what kind of
Just knows.
trees we need. I can tell you what kind of trees we need, but also I'd be good for scouting because I can fly. But may I Mangia too, who can also fly. So
Right. All right. Let's. Well, first off, we all should have like rested, right?
we did
I
say
think
that we
did,
rested.
Yeah, I think y'all rested.
I think we
Okay.
did.
So once everyone's rested, let's all try and gather on the deck.
Yes.
Yeah, they're on the deck. Okay.
Everyone
here
together
we
on
are,
the deck.
gathered here today.
Everyone get on the deck where you can
Everyone get on
observe
the deck.
the frog's
Nobody's-
vocal sack.
Observe carefully as I expand. Observe carefully as I expand my sack.
It's important, children. Take notes.
Children.
I
Oh,
installed
children.
these strings. The stream
Children
is
should
not
not be
for
watching
children.
this.
I have
Children
a-
should not be watching this.
That's why I have them
No,
all
they should
listed as
not.
not for children. So.
We need
Yeah,
a name
no
for our
kidding.
fans. I just
Well-
realized. I just remembered that. Okay, so
we
the
don't.
singer Lord calls her fans children. So we need a name that's not like that.
We have like
Wait.
a
Our
fan,
fans.
perhaps. We just call
Well, the
him
Emperor
Emperor
is
is,
the
the
one
Emperor is
called.
always here.
Most of the people that watch this stream are other players from other campaigns.
Yeah, we can call our fans for the
No,
Emperor
that's only
because he's the only one.
50% of the people who watch the stream are from other streams because Kaio's Aber's not here.
He watches like VODs, I think. Rather than,
He watches spots.
Yeah.
But no, the other show is the one with all of the fans. Still
I think
don't know
you
why
need-
the fuck they show up.
You need to get at least dozens before you start thinking of a group name, right?
No,
we
no,
barely
we have one
have
groupie that's good
we
enough.
barely have 10 on a good day.
There are dozens of us. Dozens.
We have no Zaku boy. I could name off everybody who watches the fucking show.
Oh! Commander Entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah, Commander in, no Zaku boy,
he
Laffy
should
Fools,
definitely have weight in this.
Feline name of JJ.
Yeah.
For the Emperor. And there's
Okay, for the Emperor and
Frosty.
Commander N, I think should have the mainstay.
Who's this dead?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the dead Grindelow. Okay, I'm like,
Yeah, we
why is
left him
there
there.
color?
we left him there to scare off his kin.
Are we
As a warning.
hitting him or something?
You're gonna forget one person, and they're gonna feel very slighted, Rob.
Apparently.
Also,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't have blessed
Right.
anymore.
What do
For
we
the
want to
Emperor's like, there
do?
are others watching.
What?
You know,
You thought this was a-
well, you know, I'm gonna put up a poll in the chat for the Emperor. You can vote on it.
He thought this was like a private show that we all got
For the
together just for him.
fans.
Yeah. It's almost like we do this only for the fans.
Children, it will be the first one.
No, don't.
Number
Don't
2,
choose children.
Wow.
Strahd.
Children of Strahd?
Strahd.
There we
Children
go.
of Strahd.
Children of Strahd.
Wait, can Strahd have children?
Are these
I don't know, does he have a sack?
Anyway, if you hear any music or sound effects, that's probably
Wait, what about Strahd
Syrinscape.
spawn?
If you hear Minnesota singing, it's probably the drugs.
Wow.
If you hear me snoring, it's probably because I don't have sleep.
Cocaine.
Right now. I don't have that either.
Cocaine
You
and
should.
cocaine accessories.
Just because you're mid doesn't mean you don't have to get rest, okay?
Whatever. I do what I want, which is all just mid.
Oh, by the way, y'all don't have bless anymore.
True.
Shame.
Uh,
I'm getting permanent bless.
Or just
Oh,
need
remember,
like a.
Rob, can you put in my notes that which should it be my left arm or right arm? I'll do my left arm. My left arm, it has the feel and looks like brick.
That's right.
Okay. She's a brick. How?
I made that joke last time.
Oh.
We did, and it was great.
Said it
But
was
that
left
is
arm?
what I was cursed with. Yeah, left arm. No, right arm. We'll do right arm. Right arm, actually. The left arm has my really cool lightning scars, so I don't want that to be covered.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. It's very important it was put there.
Yes.
Everything has a reason. And the reason is you.
Indeed.
Maybe
All
she's
right,
bored
if-
with it. Maybe it's... Maybe.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe it's... Maybe...
All right. Who wants to stay behind on the ship to keep it safe and all that good stuff? And who wants to go gather supplies?
not it. Staying on the ship. Jumps in the lifeboat.
What?
If he
What?
drowns, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm in the lifeboat.
Okay. I can, there's this, okay, a few things. I can stay on the ship and help shore it up as much as I have with the supplies we have, or I can go and help look for the best, I can try and identify wood to see if it is wood and identify the best wood for the mast and other areas.
I would
Cute.
Do
rather
I really need to
on-
add identify wood as a skill in this
Yes.
campaign? Okay. Alright.
But I need to be like really high in it because of who I am.
You don't have any skill points. Guys, what do you know about identifying wood, Little Miss Mormon?
Does Serenity just have a bunch of unspent skill points you invest all these
I'm a
random things into?
shipbuilding. I'm a shipbuilder.
Look, I don't do anything.
I have my lucky Fizzle. See? See?
I heard something about
All
a
right,
pistol.
I would rather you be looking for the planks of wood that are going to help prepare the ship, because if it was up to me, we chop down some trees and throw them on the ship, and that's probably not the best idea for the
Nope.
ship. So,
It is not.
you're on a lifeboat. Shut up. I'm kidding.
That was out of character.
I know. Just playing.
Darwin doesn't care. He's ready to get off the boat for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Well,
probably better things.
for my very limited real world research, evergreen tree is best for the mast, like a spruce or a pine, because it's got straight grain.
Nice. All right. Frogman, thoughts?
Well, we encountered the Grindelow some ways away. I'm not sure if they're still.
It was yesterday.
That was well, yeah, but we've been sailing. Ships move. How far away were we
my
when
gosh,
when the
just
gorilla
like-
attacked us?
probably not very far.
Immediately after the fight, you ran aground. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought some time had passed.
No.
No, it's
Okay.
pretty much instantaneous.
We are probably in their home, like their hive. This is probably their area, which is why I want some people to stay behind. Or I advise people to stay behind. So, Frogman, you can come with us because that looks like a swamp, and you seem like someone who would know their way around a swamp.
Fine with me.
Wait, is somebody else confusing Hasselhappa for an ogre again?
Yes, I heard the
I know,
I heard the Shrek doing it.
he's a little frog,
I got it,
and
but
our dragon companion here is mistaking him for a bullfrog or some kind of swamp amphibian instead of a poison dart frog.
I'm a freaking dragon. I don't know what. I
missed the
I
joke.
see a frog.
I got the joke.
It works on so many levels if you watch those shows.
Like so many layers, you could say.
I'm not sure how you managed to make a frog
Like an onion.
be racist towards a frog person, but here we are.
It's like we've
pottery,
managed to
it
be
rhymes.
racist against a half orc in like a million different ways. Like,
I mean, half
it was
orcs
bound to
are-
happen.
I mean, they are easy to be mean to.
They are lightning
Should
rods of
identify wood, get
racism.
glass skill. Should identify wood,
Apparently
get
so.
glass skill.
What about Manuel, Jake? What are your thoughts? Yay, nay,
Well, I've been
stay.
stuck on a ship for the past month. I'm really getting sick of it. So if I stay on this thing for not 10 minutes longer before touching dry land, I can't guarantee it'll be here when y'all get back.
I do not know how dry the land is.
Okay.
Land that is
But
less
we,
like the ocean.
We have a, sort of a group of us here, but all of us joined at the same time, and maybe the people with more experience on the ship could stay on the ship and
Well,
do
I'm
what
about-
repairs they can.
I'm about to ask Sindara and Crimson. What do you want to do?
Crimson's like, well, I should probably stick behind and make sure nobody robs the ship.
So much valuables there.
Sandara closes the doors and goes to bed.
Does she really
She's very
hate me
tired.
now? What have I done to her, man?
Look, you leave her and her beautiful picture alone. She's fine.
Disgratitude.
And the beautiful
Just like a woman.
breasts alone. Yes, I heard you.
You leave my Oshi alone.
Oh no.
All right. Any others? Yay, nay.
You have to try to be
You don't
smart
have,
about this.
You don't have that many people who are like particularly skilled, except maybe
Right.
like, and
So look,
Owlbear is
you want-
downstairs looking for Rosie.
I usually do my thinking with my punching, so just correct me if I'm wrong here. You want somebody on the ship that knows how to work wood. You want something that knows wood outside the ship. You want someone on the ship that probably can fly, or at least have a good eye for lookout. And you want somebody that can fly to look for wood outside. How do we split this? Do we have anybody that can wood on the ship? That's not our dear flyer girl.
I'm sure once Sindara has rested, I'm sure she can lead
Well,
the people here.
Dara knows a
can
thing or
someone-
two about wood.
Crimson
I can
and
tell you.
Tilly are both like pretty skilled sailors.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
And you
Can
got
someone grab
Ratline, you got
Owlbear?
Ratline Ratsburger.
Can someone grab Owlbear and tell him he can stop looking for Rosie for
Well,
now?
we slept since then. He hasn't been looking, has he?
He's
I was
downstairs-
there.
He's downstairs looking. Jack
I
is
would have
downstairs
stopped
with
him.
him.
I would have stopped him at some point before I went to bed. I'm not gonna let that poor lad look around for someone who's not here.
Well,
I'm gonna lean over the
Bad
railing,
news.
Narvin. Narvin, do you want to take Owlbear or no?
Honestly, no. I perhaps think he'd appreciate staying on the boat and not having to face new what's the word? Dangers.
Thoughts.
Thoughts, yes, that's good too. Stimulations is the word I was looking for.
Stimulations, okay.
Sure.
All right, everyone, let's go into the island. Let's go. Everyone else, we'll bring back supplies.
Yeah, don't burn the ship.
What are we looking for besides wood? I mean,
Supplies,
Rosie, we can
clean
look for,
water, food.
we can
Yeah,
look
okay.
for Rosie if she just fell off the ship recently. Maybe she washed up on the island.
I can fly around to search for Rosie for at least short distances while we're so like once we get to the island, we're gonna have to kind of split up a little bit. You know, a group get food, a group get wood, a group get find fresh water.
Makes sense.
And
How
then
long
I
can you fly for?
We probably want to scout things out before we split up. Yes.
True.
We don't know
Yeah.
what's on the
How long
island.
can you fly for?
I'm saying like once we get settled. How long?
Manuel.
I don't.
I think that's rude to ask a dragon person how long they can fly for. It's like asking someone their age.
I am a thiefling. I was born without
I'm
the
pretty sure those two
ruthless
are
awareness.
mutually exclusive.
I can, as long as I'm not like needing to get somewhere fast. Like, speed is 30, so
That's right. You're a slow flyer.
I'd rather you get the wood though.
How long can you walk? You know, that's probably
fast
how
can
long
you
she
run?
can fly.
How high can you jump?
What is the sound of one hand
You're
clapping?
you're asking these questions that I don't know the answers to.
Where do you live?
If it's one hand, it's not the clapping.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
My father and my mother loved each.
How much
they
wood
didn't
can a
love each other.
woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood.
I have no idea.
I mean,
how-
correct
how-
answer is a woodchuck would chuck all the wood he could chuck. If a
I mean,
woodchuck
I
could
assume
chuck
if
wood.
you have a fly speed, you can probably do
Oh.
it pretty much like a normal creature can walk.
Yes, that's how it goes. That's always how I've like seen it as. It's like however long someone can normally walk, that flying counts. I'm not like exerting myself flying unless I'm trying to.
Okay, so you can fly for a long time. I would expect you then to just keep a perimeter, fly around, and just see things. Which means you can look for, well, whatever you want to look for. Not having
Sure.
to worry.
Tell us what you see with your dragon eyes.
How long
Yes,
have you been a sailor?
I was born on a ship.
That's not the right.
I know. Wait, what?
That's a never mind. You wouldn't get it.
Okay, sorry. Trying not to. Anyway,
Okay, so we
So-
have a group that's going to the shore. We have a group that's staying on the ship. Okay.
Aye,
Yes.
aye, let's go.
Cool. Let's go to the island. Welcome
just to warn you,
The island is called.
the mysterious island. You don't know the
Did we
name of
remember
it.
the other lifeboat?
The other lifeboat, if you recall, that one lady was on, then y'all never picked it back up because Captain Harrigan didn't give a shit.
Launch the dinghy.
So,
Rip.
you know.
Rip lifeboat.
Yep, rip lifeboat. But you have this boat right
Yes.
here. See, isn't that a cute little boat?
It's such a cute little boat.
That's the boat you're all on. Now, where would you like to go?
What can we
boat.
see
Probably-
from where we
probably
are?
just a sh-
You can see the shore.
Let's go to the shore. Can we see that there's a path here?
Probably not. Maybe.
Well-
We can see that there's like a beach
I-
landing though.
Well, all of it looks like the same amount of beach.
It does look like a beach, yes.
I mean, I think
So-
it kind of depends on how high the waves are.
I
as
mean, we
approach
can
the-
either sail around the island scouting for a good place to land, or we can just go to the land and get off.
Let's just go to the land and get off.
Yes, let us get ourselves off the boat.
All right, well, I guess we'll get off here then.
I just want to know.
I guess we did see that path after all.
I just want to let you know if I spend more than a day
well,
on
if you-
land, I start to lose my dexterity because I was born on a ship. So
She was born
on
that
the
way.
crest of a wave and rocked in the cradle of the deep.
yes,
Cool.
All her blooming life.
Oh, the year was 2548. Oh, I was
That is how it
flying.
starts. Yes, all may bloom in life. All right. So the things that you see,
Figured I should give myself a unique nerf.
things that you see as you're coming up. This big island, or not about island, mountainy thing over here. That is a big island or mountain. I know. So that's nice. But what you come up to when you come into here is an abandoned fishing village. Hooray! While gathering of collapsed mud huts, it's on the island's northern beach. The village has not been inhabited for what appears like decades. And
Well, there were people here. They're gone now.
Let's search the village to see if we can find maybe something to hold water in. If they have a well.
Supplies. Yeah, let's establish a base of operations.
all right, you establish a base of operations.
We need to get a
Well,
little bit
if anything
further.
else, we can go looking for some. We can go looking for some palm trees. And use
I mean, if there's a village, we should search the village, right?
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
scale
Yay.
here? Can
No.
Okay, I made it
Scale
correct. Okay, cool.
is, I mean, it's a massive area. I mean, double check the scale.
Just have
one
an idea of how
square
much-
is half a mile.
okay, and it's still a fairly big island then.
Oh yeah.
Who? All right. Who wants to? Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Who do you want to go with you, Oakley, to fell the trees? Because we'll need someone that's a little bit strong to lift the logs and chop them down.
Well,
I think that might be you, fam.
Not the
Manuel,
dragon.
do you want to start
not a
pushing a
strong
punch a
dragon.
tree?
Yeah, I am a -1. I am a dex monkey.
And you know, you want to like.
I think
kick
our
and
monk
punch a
is the
tree down?
strongest one among us.
Among us.
It might take me a while. I probably could, but if anybody has any sort of axe, that might be maybe a little bit quicker.
Yeah, do we
Not
have
going
an
to
axe?
punch the tree down.
I'm sure we can find an axe in the village.
Someone had a boarding
Good.
axe. I think it was Jake.
All right, be having the boarding
Yeah.
axe, but perhaps the village will.
Two of you had
well-
boarding axes.
Perhaps the village will have better supplies for this endeavor.
Okay,
And
do we need
I'll
to
lead the way.
perception to search the village, or
Sure.
Perception,
Sure, why not?
perception.
Not bad.
Oh,
Oh, no,
What do you
already.
know?
that's all? Rob's
Well,
just
it wouldn't
fishing
be-
for ones.
Wouldn't be a game of mine if one of the first fucking rolls was the goddamn one. Okay. Anyway, let's roll this. See what
Holy.
you get.
I see
Ooh,
everything.
Ones and 20s.
You
See the
Yeah.
atoms. You see the atoms that form everything.
All right,
the
Minjia.
fabric of the universe.
I see the
Here's
fabric
your
universe.
thing. When caster dies, so when you die,
Oh my gosh.
10d10 vols burst from your corpse.
Voles?
Voles?
Vols.
Those are field mice. Field mice.
Okay.
Unless you
It's a-
unless you retrieve a particular gold coin from the bottom of the sea.
artifact.
For some
It's
reason.
more likely than
Yeah.
you think.
Voles
We're
is
in the
another
correct? Can I
word,
pay for that?
another term for field mice, basically. I would know. They've infested my backyard a few times.
Anyway, you don't find anything
Anyway.
in the abandoned fishing village that's been abandoned for decades.
Well, I mean, it never hurts to look, for supplies and stuff.
Oh, I think
All right.
it could have hurt pretty bad there with your roll.
Wow. Yeah.
Sometimes people just
Fine.
explode on that chart, apparently.
Do I see anything in the surrounding area because of my roll?
You see trees.
Okay.
Any good trees?
I mean, there's acceptable trees for basic things, but nothing that'll like fix your mast.
Okay. Well, probably going up higher on the mountain will get stronger trees.
Yes, these trees do
Saw
not
that
have
in
the
a movie
required
once.
girth.
Daddy wants a
Required
thick mast, baby.
Hell,
Yeah,
Older
these
growth
are-
is
yes.
in the
This is not
inner
good wood.
sides.
Yes, it's very
All
flat.
right.
So, should
Let-
we head up towards this higher ground or further this way to that higher
Don't-
ground?
Also,
know what we saw this mountain. I don't know what else we've actually seen of the
Wait,
island.
where's our home base? Have we
Here.
established it yet?
We can see this
Probably
in
the
the distance,
boat.
though, right?
yeah, y'all know the mountain range is there and this other mountain over here.
I don't know if trees are the best. Mountains aren't the best place to find trees, right?
Where?
Correct.
I mean, sometimes.
It depends on the mountain, maybe the height.
Oh heavens!
for the mountain?
I ran into a tree like at 60 miles an hour on a mountain. My car bounced off of it, barely damaged the tree.
Are there any other signs of life in this village? Like, I understand that it's been abandoned, but are there like any ruins of carts? Anything that would? Nothing.
Everything's rotted to
A
the
lot of
ground.
bugs.
Sad. Are they edible?
So, what kind of structures are we looking at though? Like, how tall are they? Are they just completely
They're
dust?
just little mud huts. Like they're not
Little
anything
mud huts.
special. They're just mud huts and whatnot.
And they've been. We think that these have been abandoned for hundreds of years.
Decades, which would be a
Decades.
series of
Okay.
10 years. So
Okay.
That's just the appearance. It's like they've been abandoned for quite a while.
Okay. Would it be
Clean.
possible? Would it be possible for me to check for any wildlife in the immediate vicinity?
Sure.
What would you like for that, sir?
Survival.
Survival. Hell yeah.
You know, making his day.
What?
Well,
Not bad.
18.
you do find some strange signs of life. You know, a couple of small animals, but you do spot what appears to be a bare footprint in the mud.
Human size,
Bear
child
means
size.
A human-sized footprint.
So a bear footprint, as in a footprint that is not shod, not as in a bear like a grizzly bear.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it human or is it the animal?
It's a humanoid.
It's humanoid. An
Okay.
adult, by the sound of it.
Oh, there is a bear species, isn't there? Or race.
Did I roll high enough to know how
you
fresh
just
that
killed
is?
a bunch of dire bears in the other campaign, and why are you asking this
I
question?
totally forgot about that. Okay. blocked
Did I
it out
roll
of my
high enough to know
Theros
how
can
fresh?
turn into a bear.
Has he?
Yes, Theros, but a bear.
Oh, right. He talked as a bear to the bears.
To the bears. They're the one bear. Anyway,
How
whatever.
fresh are these tracks?
I barely remember.
I mean, they would have to be
Whoa!
somewhat fresh.
Oh, this man.
you know, 'cause
Woo!
it's a swamp.
Okay. What direction are they heading in?
I totally missed that, but okay.
Towards the
There appears to be a second party here, and I'll point to the tracks. We should probably snoop about with these.
Is it a party or is it just one person?
I have a feeling we're not alone in any capacity here. And I'll look around conspiratorially.
We didn't see any other
You have
ships.
to the whole lot of confidence there, bud.
So, do we want to go towards the direction that the feet are going, or footprints are going?
Well, we said that we were gonna look for.
I know what you meant, Dragon Lady.
Sally.
you.
What the fuck's her name? Silly Sally.
Rosie,
Tony.
Rosie.
Well,
I can fly around and look for
I
Rosie.
mean, the footprint could be Rosie's, couldn't it?
Well,
it'd be
looks
easier
like
to
it's
swim
a-
without your shoes.
didn't you say that it looks like a like a adult human? Like Rosie is a gnome
It's a
or
halfling,
dwarf?
right?
Halfling, yeah.
It's a halfling.
Okay, so it's definitely not Rosie then.
No.
Unless she
I
got
don't-
transformed by the Grindelows.
But I guess it's possible.
So we can go in that direction if we want to, but we also need to keep in mind that the people we left on the ship are going to die of dehydration and starve to death if we do not get them supplies quickly.
We're just hand waving
Yeah.
that I can create water, right? Basically.
No, you can create water.
I know, but like
So, but we did have enough.
he's here,
Some
not
water.
there.
Yes,
We should leave them some water.
we did have enough water on the ship for the trip, so they'll have water for at least a day, no?
Oh, your water barrel
believe
got
so.
cracked. That was the whole thing.
Okay. Noted.
Oh.
So they have like what's in their canteens.
So let's focus on getting supplies, and then we can follow the tracks if we need to. But
In that case,
let's
we village.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
let's-
that Sandara could also create water after taking a rest and beseeching Besmara to change her spells that she was prepared to cast.
I'm sure she could, but we should not solely rely on spellcasters in case we are attacked. They need their spell slots.
It's a
Yes.
cantrip. Sure. Okay. But yes, I
Very
mean,
well.
we should. There's no reason not to.
What
follow.
exactly
I mean,
is our grocery shopping list here?
We're looking for just food and something to hold a large amount of water in, and something to help repair or replace the mainmast, and
And whatever
Rosie.
else needs repairs. And Rosie.
Well, judging by this footprint here, I'm guessing that this person is somewhat stalked. So we could probably go and take what they have pretty easily if they're alone. So I vote we
mean-
follow the footprints.
they had if they came here, then they had to have a ship or something. Yes.
Can we tell
they
that
are-
it's just
they
one
could be
person
like
based on the
us.
footprints?
It's just one footprint.
It
It
seems
could
like
be
there
so-
must.
Can we tell a direction of the footprint?
Yes.
we already asked.
South.
Yes.
South. Okay, noted. I didn't hear that. Well, so that's roughly in the direction of the village or the other shore. Okay.
Well,
But we
there's
don't know about
there's a
that.
path that leads south. I assume they probably followed the path. It will probably be much harder to travel if we do not follow the path. So following the path would be faster, and maybe we could find this person. And if they have things, we could take them from them. And
I am fine with scouting ahead if you want.
I will join you.
Well, that's why don't we all?
And
Why don't we all
Rohan
go?
will
We-
answer.
We don't know if there might
Let's
be more
all-
people that we did not see the tracks of. They could have a bunch of flying people. I hear that those exist.
I mean, by scouting, I don't mean running outside of everybody. I just mean going ahead looking for anything. Unless we all
yeah,
want to
let's-
go stealth, in which case someone may. How should we put this? Someone may give away our position because groups tend to be less stealthy than individuals.
Why don't we send our resident frogman ahead, since he is small, to see what he sees? If you want to go, you don't have to. This is
What
just
do
my
your
suggestion.
frog
You're
eyes
small,
see?
Oh,
Indeed.
and if you see something
Say
within,
something.
yeah, come back and let us know. Otherwise, let's see if we can find a
Okay.
barrel.
I will go scout ahead. I'm going to take off my my chain shirt
Aye.
so that I am a little bit stealthier and go south, following the track and seeing.
How far do you plan to go? Keeping in mind that each square is half a mile.
Well, how far were you thinking, Minjia?
I'd say, how fast can you walk?
As fast as any of you.
Okay. I'd say like a 2-3 miles.
Okay. If I'm being stealthy, that's going to take an hour or more.
That's
putting
fine.
it
We
mildly.
can. Okay, how about 1 mile?
So 2 squares.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Jabuka.
If you're gonna go
are we
ahead, how
just
about
following
you-
the path,
Yes.
like a mile or so? And then
If you come across a stream, try to find if it's at least not saltwater.
okay, so we follow the path about a mile, trying to be
Alright.
stealthy and observant.
You come to this place, which I have on the map. So it's just you two. So hold on a minute. Might put you Jack and Jamuka.
JJ.
I forgot to add the view. Okay. Can y'all see?
I can
Rest of
see.
you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You come across
There is
this.
those.
Is this the first half mile or the second half mile?
That's around the mile mark.
Okay,
So
so the second square.
winds. It's kind of sort of on both, I guess.
Well, this is interesting.
You're not there.
This is there a current going through this?
A little bit. It's kind of a lazy mire.
Sluggish.
I'm gonna look to
Here
Jamuka
you can
and
see
say,
there's the little wavy marks on there to show.
Well, that's how. What does this look like? Does this look like it was recently destroyed? Does it look like it's been like this for
I will give
a
you
long
the
time?
description. Pathway slipped suddenly into a large green bog. Remnants of an old wooden bridge crossed the bog, but only short timber platforms on either side remain, leaving just the pilings jutting from the mud. The salt river oozes through the swamp here, forming a solid barrier. Now, it's about 70 feet across, and as far as you can tell, this is the only place to cross the stretch of the swamp. At least along the path, anyway.
Okay. Does it look like this has? Is there signs of age on all of this? Area? Does it look like it was recently destroyed? Is there anything? It looks like it hasn't been weathered by the elements.
I mean, it's pretty old, like, the mud houses, but hard to say how long ago it was.
Do you want to see if there are any tracks around here?
sure, I'll happily do that.
Oh
See
no,
if
I
there's
got these
anything-
scars.
See if there's anything that's come and gone from the water recently.
Sure.
That'd be a
I
survival
will-
check, DM.
I will look as well. Poorly.
Okay, everything looks fine to you. Darvin, you see some frog footprints.
Frog footprints. How big are they?
Oh,
Did you book sized?
they're a bit bigger than your little friend there.
Okay. Do these prints match up with any kind of humanoid species that I know about?
I don't know. Jamuka, do you have frog feet?
I have frog feet.
What I'm
I
saying
would-
is, are bullywogs a thing here in this setting?
It's like a knowledge nature roll, maybe.
Sure.
Don't have nature
Oh, wow.
as a trained.
I do not either.
Okay.
we rolled anyway?
There's
I do.
large creatures, like I would assume that large frog-like creatures are not super uncommon given your companion there.
I do count as trained for local knowledge on islands and shit.
Sure.
Oh, not bad.
Okay. We may not know this specific island, but you've seen islands like it, and there are some various creatures of various sizes, and amphibians, are not always friendly when they're this size. And these appear to be wild frogs, not like the speaking kind.
Is there anything small and alive that I could potentially kill and turn into bait immediately around me?
I mean, I'm sure you could find like a squirrel or something.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Roll survival again, just.
Sure.
Darvin, what are you doing?
He
Shove in the
grabs
waters.
Jamuka and throws him into the water.
Throwing cum.
I found my bait. All right,
Wow.
you find a squirrel.
If
I kill it. And then after I
alright.
kill it, I throw it into the water. I want to
try to
aim.
Where do you
stop
throw it
him.
into the water?
try to stop him.
You try to stop him.
I want to aim.
I guess
for
you can.
right here.
I guess you can
That's-
do a
Duh.
contested strength test. I
Well, if
suppose.
Jamuka tries to stop me, I'll stop. Be like, what?
What? Well, you said there are frogs of unusual size, and your plan is to attract their attention.
No, it's to see where they are. They're obviously
Well-
hiding.
Okay, but they may not know that we are here, and if you disturb them, then they will be more active and more aware. Yes.
Toss him to
Very
the
well.
side.
Very
Away
well,
from where you're
Master.
walking.
Very well, Master Jamuka. If you would like to go first, and then I will ready my squirrel to try to toss it away from you.
Are we crossing the bridge?
I don't see why not.
Well, surely we should cross as a group. There may be hostile amphibians about.
Is there anything of interest that we can see across the bridge?
The path.
We've, we reached the mile we were going to scout out, so now we would go back and report instead of randomly aggravating a group of potentially angry frogs.
Very well. Let us wait here, and while we're waiting, kill more squirrels to use as bait.
Did we tell them to come?
No.
Us?
No.
They're waiting for
never
us
mind
to
then.
come back to them, aren't we?
Well, let's go back then. I thought they were slowly falling behind us.
No, y'all are scouting and returning and let us know what's going on.
Okay.
You have returned. It's been a few hours. Been trudging through a swamp.
I lost my name again.
I forgot.
What?
Yeah, just as rogue.
Oakley, the nameless.
Huh.
No, why?
Tell me why.
Anyway.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Look what you've done.
Incredible.
While they were doing their thing, I imagine we since our water, our barrel that holds the water was cracked, we searched for another barrel to replace our barrel, or created a barrel.
We could use, if needs must, we could dig up some clay and toss it in a fire to make a pot.
Right, just something to be able to hold water on the ship.
Sure.
Oh, I also have.
Uh-huh.
I have a pot. It can hold water.
Rogue has
I've got a job, yeah.
craft ships, so I think a water barrel probably falls under that.
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
She also has
Oh,
her
yeah,
lucky
yeah.
chisel or whatever the fuck it is.
How many of us have a pot common, though?
I think all of us
I
probably.
don't-
Is it filled with stems and seeds?
I left mine on the ship, on the gentleman bastard, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Gentlemen.
The man's
Yes.
promise.
Man's promise, yes.
Anyway, Rogue, roll your
Just craft.
craft ship.
Yeah, for ships and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Roll your arts and crafts.
Yeah, by the time they get back, you have made a crude barrel that you think will hold water.
You know what? I could have just taken 10 by all the time they were gone.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
Which I did.
Taking 10 doesn't take any longer than rolling.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So that would just be 20.
Very
All right.
cool.
And you have made a barrel as they return.
Nice.
What have you guys found?
While the other three stand around, I guess.
You would have helped.
Maybe they were on watch.
You would have helped. I mean, I would have probably been watching this.
I'm sure
Were you
Mingia was
switching or
watching.
anything?
Was she? She
Oh,
was watching
we-
her
She was
Oakley.
watching me work.
Would,
Just
yes.
like Patrick Swayze.
I'm sure she was watching her work.
How about I walk up and down the beach looking for signs of Rosie? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a 10 on a perception check to walk down the beach looking for Rosie's footprints.
Sure.
So let's see. Take 10.
Well, you don't spot Rosie's footprints, but you do spot.
See any fruit or whatever? Oh. That's exciting.
Yes.
Yay!
Kill with fire.
I stayed in the place where I
Oh.
can punch.
What is the description of these things, other than obvious?
I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Is it moving?
No.
It's just standing there menacingly.
Just standing there, menacingly. We spot multiple of those along the beach. They're just kind of hanging out.
Do they look like they are placed
see.
there intentionally, or do they look as if that just so happens to be that way?
Minjia, let me ask you a question. Do you often find skeletons standing like that on the beach?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to figure out is like, could it be the locals did this to scare off pirates, or could this be that something on the island did this to the locals? That's what she's trying to figure out. Like,
Sure,
I don't know.
That's a reasonable assertion to make. Yeah, sure, why not?
Would that be knowledge local or knowledge nature? What knowledges would that be?
I mean, I don't know
And-
if you would be able to identify the specific craftsman of a skeleton.
No, I mean identifying the type of creatures that would do that tend to do this as a warning. Because I'm sure there's some like
I mean,
some sort of tribes
I
or some
mean,
sort of like.
lots of things, including humans and probably other humanoid species, like effigies and stuff are pretty normal.
Is there only one of these things?
Very
No, he
barbaric
said it
groups.
Would I know if Grindelows are known to do this? Are they smart enough to do this?
Roll nature.
I'm sorry, did he say there was more than one earlier?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I do not have that trained, so
Oh,
who
there you go.
around me has that trained?
What trained?
Who would be
Nature.
near you as you go
Knowledge.
down up and down the beach?
I do.
So
do.
I will aid. I will describe to you what the heck is going on. Like,
Okay.
do you know if Grindelows do this?
I'm torn between rolling, but I'm just gonna take 10. Be safe. What do I say?
I don't know. What do you say? But you
I don't
know
think
that
Grindylows have
Grindelows are like water
I don't think you
goblins,
have the
and
intelligence to do this.
goblins do stuff like this. So, like, yeah, you
Oh, they
probably
do.
could,
Oh, yeah. So,
you probably would know that, like, yeah, it's probably something they might do if they're like goblins and other similar creatures.
Something they might do because they're. Yes.
They're
Yes, it is something they might.
Evil.
I mean, they have lots of spare time between uprisings, so.
Sure.
They
I'm
are
gonna
chaotic
also
evil creatures.
From
right.
my point of view, the longshanks are evil.
I'm also gonna look. I'm gonna try my best from my vantage point to see like if they are tied with rope or chain, or like see any particular markings on the things. What do I? That would that be like a heal check?
Perception, I guess.
Perception?
I don't think there's any healing to be done on a skeleton. I'm sorry.
Examining skeletons for wounds and things can be healing.
You also might want to check
Yeah.
if there's a halfling skeleton
I don't
among them.
know if.
That would be some rapid bonification. God damn.
All right. So what you notice about these statues? They're made of sinew, made of sinew twine, scrimshaw covered skeletons. So they're a bit carved up, like the bones of carvings in them of things you don't understand, and they're like tied with twine and sinew. Pretty gross,
Interesting.
actually. But you also notice that no two are alike.
Well,
But if you can roll a heal check if you want as well. I don't know.
okay. I don't know.
Sure. Upon further examination of the heal check, which is a specific subsection of this, you notice that the bones have been gnawed on. They have trauma as if they were, like, beaten and hit and other shit like that. So they were probably speared and bludgeoned to death and then eaten.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Okay.
That's great.
So basically, I let them know. I'm like, so based
We're
on
gonna
what
die.
you know about Grindelows, like, so basically, yeah, Grindelows. This. We need to try and quickly either find Rosie or get the hell out of here.
Are we back while she's saying this?
Probably.
Sure, why not?
Do we know that Grindelos took Rosie?
We don't know for certain, but I didn't hear a scream or anything to indicate she fell. But I mean,
Wouldn't
in
she
the
have
battle,
screamed
it
if
could have been.
Grindelos grabbed her?
Well, I mean, if they covered her mouth, sure.
Okay. Well,
How
yeah,
deep- How deep into the water are these effigies?
They're just kind of hanging out, like in the shallows.
I would
Look
like
about-
to pick up the iron Besmara cross, or not cross, but whatever, around my neck, and then start saying a silent prayer as I walk into the water. And I would like to more appropriately give these skeletons a burial at sea, instead of them just being ghastly effigies just standing out here in the ocean.
The crab bites you on the toe.
That's fine. I pick it up and bite it in half and continue what I'm doing. And then I say, thank you, Besmara, for the meal.
The crabs will
I say,
remember this.
thank you, Besmara, for the meal, and continue.
Didn't even kill it first.
Crabs will remember this.
We could have cooked that.
It was a tiny crab.
Used
It
it,
was-
for bait.
Well, so it
It
probably
wasn't-
didn't bite him. It probably clamped him with one of its claws.
Exactly.
I just sort of get reminded of that fucking Dragon Ball Z scene where Frieza
Yes, exactly.
eats the crab.
Gave him the
That's
clam.
Frieza just biting the thing in half.
I'm your spirit animal.
I'm gonna teach you how to mash up the Bumbleclap Frieza.
Oh,
Are
man.
these effigies, as far as I can see, or are they like
They're just
concentrated on
kind
the
of-
shore?
They're just kind of around sporadically.
Okay.
I don't spend longer than like 5 or 10 minutes doing it. If there's more after that, I still come back to
Alright.
shore.
Then
No,
while
on a time
Darwin,
limit.
while
Of some
Darwin
sort.
would be doing that, and I would just approach Jamuk. So, did you find anything?
Well, we went out about a mile and we came across a bridge that, well, it used to be a bridge. It's just the post of a bridge now. It seems to be the only place nearby to cross and continue on the path. And Darwin said that he saw some frog prints
They find,
on the ground.
Massive frog prints. Splash.
Okay,
Not
so
racist at all.
not Jamuka prints.
No, larger than my feet.
Excellent.
So we thought we should go back, and if we're going to follow the path, we can all go together and deal with any enemy frogs.
I probably should. Oakley, correct me if I'm wrong. Swamp trees usually are not good for masts. Yes.
No.
Then we need to
Absorb the water and get
no,
all like spongy and
Well,
And
we need to
crooked.
add,
rotten.
we need
Probably-
to add earlier
Yeah, they're
in
mostly
London.
not
We want as straight trunk as we can, straight grain as we
straight
can.
and girthy.
That too.
so,
An idea occurs
like
to
your
me.
trees.
Perhaps we could take the broken mast and slide it across the water and just walk across without having
no.
to skip from pole to pole.
I could
How
take
tall is the
and
mast?
Move it over there.
We don't have a mast yet, though. We are in the swamp where
Points
there
to
are
the
no
broken
masts.
mast in the water.
It's not
Sure, roll a
technically in the
strength
water.
check, Darvin.
Do what?
You can roll a strength check. Let's see how strong
I'm not saying it
you're
would just
feeling.
be me doing it. If we could all do
all
it.
right, how are you gonna get it to shore? I guess.
Oh, that's true. It is back on the boat, isn't it?
Yes.
I think we can just cross the ford.
All of us
Yes.
have ropes, no?
We can cross it.
I have-
We should be fine. We should be fine.
How-
We have to
How
find
heavy-
people in ropes. We'll be fine.
How heavy
How-
is the dinghy that we used to get here from the boat?
It's not gonna hold a mast.
No. We just pick up the dinghy and take it to the water and just
I doubt the
float
dinghy.
across.
Oh, float across.
Float across.
That
We
seems
just-
like a lot of work.
A
Well, we could
portage.
just turtle shell carry it between like 5 of us or 6 of us.
I am not the right height to carry things with.
That's why I said 5 or 6.
Well, that would just be 5.
How
wide was this stream that we need the boat to cross?
60
Wide
feet
enough?
or so, maybe.
So the only way to cross otherwise would be to hop on these exposed planks that are just poking out of the water. Looks rather treacherous footing, if you ask me.
Are there any trees nearby you could fell?
You were going
Not that I saw.
to, see if you could attract any of the frogs with your squirrel hunting, and so as long as we can clear the area, we can just swim across, can't we?
Yeah, I think we can swim across.
Or the fly
Ah.
across. These two may be able to carry anyone who's not a strong
We can
swimmer.
carry it together.
This is true. We've done it before.
There's
Makes
a
me
day-night
curious how
cycle, by
bullywug
the way.
tastes.
All right, so you need to cross a stream, and you know that this pirate man likes to eat random amphibians, so you can't leave him with Jamuka.
I don't believe crabs are amphibians.
Yeah, I know.
They're
They're
crustaceans.
I'm just thinking of those problems where you've got like the cat and the mouse and the
Ah,
boat
yes,
and the
yes.
old man. And
It's
I
like
hate
the
those
trolley
problems. I always
problem.
look at the answer. Mm.
what do you carry over and how? All right. I guess how much does the boat weigh? Can we portage the boat over to the swamp without much trouble, or is that?
I mean, if we're intending to
Uh.
trap these bullywugs and kill them on the shore, then I don't think we need to carry it.
Yeah, let's bring the ship closer onto the beach and go follow the trail.
Okay,
How
so we
heavy
beach.
is a wooden rowboat? Well, tell me.
You tell me, man of the Navy.
Probably about 300 pounds.
Seems carryable by a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, heaving a hoe.
If you wanted to.
Well, sounds not too necessary, but sure, why not? Let's carry a boat.
Okay.
Oh, we'll have to carry it back then,
Mm-hmm.
along with anything else that we need to carry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it takes you extra time to carry the boat.
Are we carrying the boat? Is that the
I
group
thought that's what y'all
consensus?
said.
No, I said no.
Yeah, that was actually not the group consensus. We
Yeah, I think
decided
that
not
we
to
don't.
carry it because
Saying
we're
probably
gonna
no.
we're gonna bait out the frogs and kill them.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the boat here and go further down the trail.
Yes.
We beached the boat
Yes.
If it's at all
above the tide
possible,
line.
if it's at all possible, I would like to shoot random squirrels and other small creatures that we could use as bait along the way.
Roll survival.
Sure. And I would encourage everybody else to do so, given that the trail is somewhat easy to travel.
We're going to drown the river in squirrel corpses and cross on their backs.
17.
This is either going to be really sad or really funny.
17.
Six.
Why not?
I'm helping.
So I
Or Oakley
You
and
sure are,
Darvin
Januka.
get a couple of squirrels as y'all
Nice.
travel down to the place.
I've got squirrels. You're welcome.
Okay. I have an idea for when we actually arrive back.
It is now late afternoon.
Anybody else have their grappling hook left? I'm going to take out my grappling hook and thread a squirrel corpse on the hook.
Oh,
Never really
I
used
do
it,
not
so
have
yes,
a
I do.
grappling hook.
How before we do any of that, how long is the rope that is attached to the grapple?
It says most ropes are 50 feet long
Yeah, max range is 50 feet.
in general.
Okay. And the widest the river is 65 feet, right? No.
About
Am I forgetting
70
that?
feet.
Okay.
I mean, we're at the river. It's 60.
Oh,
65
right.
feet. It's,
And also, just to
45.
make sure, Oakley mentioned that there's possibly trees. Are there any trees here on the banks?
there's trees all around.
No.
I mean, you're in a swamp. There's not any
No,
trees
Not the right
good
trees.
for
Misty
Not
trees.
not a good. I mean, swamps usually don't have good trees for masts.
For
I
shipbuilding,
suppose.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Um,
for some purposes, but like they're mostly
would-
twisty trees.
Why don't
For a
I take
Maybe.
the grappling hook or part of it, fly over to here, and like tie it to a tree so that way you guys can like just shimmy over on the rope.
That's not a bad idea, actually. I was kind of thinking of something similar.
Well,
I will hand you. Do I have extra rope? Let me see. No, I don't.
Are we going to try to draw out any frogs first? Can we even see the frogs? Jamuka looks around for frogs and anything
Roll
else.
perception.
Can I age? I'm gonna age Jamuka with the
don't see any
aid
frogs.
action.
You don't see any frogs. But then again, you're in swampy water, so who knows?
They're probably pretty hard to spot.
They're probably hanging out somewhere,
Do you want
They're all
to
chilling.
menacingly.
waiting out
watching.
somewhere? Oh, I feel like if before we try to cross, we should try to see if we can lure them out with your squirrels. Yes.
I will with the grappling hook and the squirrel hooked onto the grapple. I'll just swing it out about 15 feet away from the bank. I'll say like over here.
Are you stronger than a giant frog?
We're about to find out.
I'm not particularly attached to this grappling hook.
All else fails, I'll just throw a bomb.
All right. Well, I will already my bow to shoot any frogs that take the bait.
Appreciate it.
I have a sling, that's all I got.
So I will cast out my squirrel lure on this grappling hook.
All right.
Just a little ways out.
You could always put a bomb inside the squirrel.
I have to remember what the fuck you roll to throw.
That's true.
That's just
Probably
an attack
strength.
roll. Range
Yeah.
attack roll.
Yeah.
So what am I rolling?
Wait. I
That's
have
not
a
what I
throw
wanted to do.
anything.
What?
I'm.
Oh, well,
But
there
that
you go.
works too.
I guess this one would do it. Yeah.
I didn't see the result
Or
on
is it
that.
range? It's just a range attack roll, so it's
14.
Usually the DC to just hit a square is like 5. So
and
Yeah, the only way.
you're not aiming
Oh,
for
max range
anything.
50 feet.
So I'm only throwing like 15 feet.
like right here.
Yep. Right directly in front of me, but yeah.
Well, you know, it's fishing. You know, you might have to wait a while.
That's fine. I'll make a couple casts if I have to.
Okay. You don't get any immediate bites.
Okay.
What's up,
That's my
Terra
round.
Crystal?
What does everybody else do?
I am gonna probably fly over to the other side. If someone
Likewise.
wants to hand me a grappling hook, sure. That way I can like.
I have a
I'll throw
grappling
her
hook.
one. Sure.
Oh, okay, man.
Either work.
You got it.
I'll throw her one. Mine.
Move! Gosh dang it. There we go.
No.
tie it to a very sturdy limb that I see, and
All right.
I mean, if the two of you are strong enough to carry all of it, not all of us together, but each of us individually, we could just have you do that and drop us off a ways away from the shore and avoid any unpleasantness with this area.
I'm looking for something. Hold on. Something broken on something. Stand by a minute. Oh, there's gotta be something broken.
of course.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that works.
I'm cold and I'm ashamed, lying broken on the floor.
Illusion never changed into something real.
Yep.
We having a karaoke session now?
That's the plan. What better way to get copyright struck or whatever it's called?
Pretty sure everything we do is so shitty it qualifies as covers.
Exactly.
I have to fix this manually. That's irritating.
By the way, Rob, you haven't talked about T-Man.
Nobody watches
Yet.
this show.
Oh, well, okay.
I'll do it.
I
T-Man's
ordered a bunch of
awesome.
tea.
Nobody saw Dragon Ball.
I ordered a bunch of tea and I'm really excited.
Yeah,
That's
my
probably
coffee
gonna take
came in. I just haven't set up
I
all my
believe
shit
you.
yet to make some coffee. I did get the soap though, so I need to look into that.
I mean, you can say it for the people on my channel.
Okay, sure. If you want to go, you can go to thedragonstreasure.com/Verdant. You could use code Verdant at checkout for 10% off. It's a home for anime and tea lovers. A bunch of goddamn weebs like Hassohapa. Fucking simp over here.
You know my
But-
name is Hassohapa, right?
Yes.
It's the name of an attack from Shin Megami Tensei. Did you know that?
Jesus Christ! How much worse could you possibly make this for yourself? You have any idea what you have done, sir?
I don't know, man. I heard you simping for Sandara earlier today.
I know, that's what I heard too.
Excuse me, she is a buxom redhead from a fantasy genre, not anime.
What's the
But
difference?
you could go get this pirate rum tea, for example. They also have soaps, coffees, and other sorts of goofy things. T-Man is a very good guy.
Yes.
So,
Spend
go
one
to
$25 to get a bar soap
thedragonstreasure.com.
free.
Yeah. And $200
He's a good
to
kind
get
of
free
place.
shipping.
Best.
He makes everything by hand and packages
Nice.
it all himself. He works
It is
extremely
very
hard
awesome.
because he's autistic. Anyway, but yeah, dragonstreasure.com. I've known T-Man for a very long time. Kind of weird.
I believe Hassohapa is also a general term for a sort of sweeping attack. So there you go.
Are you a
I,
sweeper?
Oakley Kaiba, am not a weeb.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a
Of course
janitor?
not.
Uh-huh.
You just
Anyway, I
just
completely
wasn't-
forgot what the fuck I was doing.
You were having technical
Uh,
difficulty.
Yeah, something was broken, that's right. I need to look something up real quick.
You might not be a weeb. Maybe you were just watching like the CW after school every day.
What?
Oh,
With
God,
like
why is he-
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm fairly
Yeah.
certain
I
the
don't
Static
think
Shock.
I've
Yeah.
ever seen
No,
any of
it's,
those shows
it's
on
worse
the
than anime.
CW. They were
Our
all on, like,
kids was the
Cartoon
worst thing to
Network.
happen to cartoons in general.
I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh was
What?
on the CW at some point.
It was on
It
it
was
was
on
on
the-
4
it was on
Kids, which
Kids.
was
That was on
For kids and
WB.
kids WB.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
what
well,
I thought. I thought it was WB, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
One
became
Saturday
CW,
morning.
so it still
Right.
stands. Oh,
Well-
millennial things.
Can't I?
Good times. Came home, watched
Oh.
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. And goofed
I
off
watched
and
a
then did
lot
my
more
homework.
Yu-Gi-Oh than Pokemon.
Never watched Digimon though. I thought it was dumb.
I
Digimon
love
is better
Digimon.
and will always be better than Pokemon. It has an actual
they like-
plot.
They
Calm down,
evolve
Jew. Sit down.
and they de-evolve. And
Yes.
Pokemon has Pokeballs, so you can carry them everywhere.
Digimon you can actually
can
have a
talk.
conversation with, that you can understand what they're saying.
Right, your
Hey, you
Digimon
know your
might evolve
Pokemon well
into a
enough to understand
buxom
them.
woman.
Yes. Exactly, it does. Yes, there is one that it's called Angelwoman.
Angelwoman led to the awakening of many small boys back in the day.
Yeah, or
Yes.
Rinamon if you're a furry.
Hey, hey.
I
I
guess it's
see.
also
I
led to
was
the
really
awakening of
missing
Mando.
out. My bad.
Who's a dinosaur dragon that has a gun? What's not to get?
Incredible.
Amazing.
All right. Well, we shouldn't spend too long fishing.
Staring at this water.
There's some sort of it's
Oh,
late
this,
afternoon. I hear.
Yeah, I'll just have to make do with this. Hopefully this works. I think I've got it. Anyway, Mingia.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm flying very acrobatic. Oh my gosh, it's a frog.
Suddenly,
A frog
With spines above its eyes.
shoots its tongue at you, which unfortunately I don't have. I can't roll for. So,
it
How
hunts you.
high up are you flying, Mingia?
it can't be very because there's a canopy above.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're in a swamp.
You know. It's just a combat maneuver for this one, so it's just what I'm gonna use. She just has to beat your touch attack.
Oof. He's tonguing. He's touching.
What's
You.
your touch here? Ooh, Mengia, I have bad news. You're
Oh, dear.
grappled around the leg by the frog.
Uh-oh. I've seen enough anime to know what happens here.
Well, I guess this means we're going into initiative. Da-da-da.
And when the tonguing's all done, we'll take our. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's an enterprising giant frog. How
It has to be very enterprising to do these things.
Da-da-da.
What nobody tells you is that frogs,
God damn.
these are hive mind.
Wow, I actually rolled really well.
Is this frog racist?
Think for
Megan?
yourself.
So what?
Oh, well, Adrian rolled best. Of course.
I am someone that's very keen to get into the fight. Yes.
But how will you get into a fight that's
Ooh.
across the water?
By
Wait, is that a
jumping
20?
by jumping
I
on
will-
Oh,
with
we
pegs,
got a
of course.
20.
I will do monk shit.
20's in the chat. We
A
forgot
frog
to do 20s
20.
for my other 20 because it did absolutely
Oh,
nothing.
amazing.
There can be only one frog.
Who's writing things in my chat?
Um,
How
Who's
dare you,
chat?
Serenity?
Who's
This is my
chatting in
time
my
slot.
chat?
Anyway, Strahd won the poll, by the way, so the fans are now going to be referred to as Strahd.
nice.
Just Strahd.
Okay.
Strahd always wins the poll. That's just a given. Darwin needed to roll an initiative.
I thought I just did. Did it not?
Oh,
Nope.
You're not on there.
What the hell? I'm clicking the button. What is going on?
Is there
Button is not clicking you.
a prompt
just roll
that the
for you.
button brings up?
There you go.
Whoa.
Okay, that's fine.
It would have
Anyway.
been hard to beat the frog.
Now that's some music.
Trying a few new things out.
Nice. I like it. Okay, that was a little goofy.
Yeah, there's a few things on there that kind of whatever. Alright, well, Manuel, you can go first. But if you want to
so
cross, you know, there might be it's water and stuff, so who knows what could possibly happen.
in the time all the time we were waiting here, could I have gotten a sense of how deep the water is?
Deep enough.
I'm sorry. Oh, just deep enough. Okay. Deep enough. What is deep enough for me to be covered toe to head to something else?
You would probably you wouldn't sink down into, or like it would probably be up to your like waist.
Okay. Very well. So 10, 20. I can't really do. Why not? Let's try. I'm a monk after all. I will try to skip across the poles on the water and get as close as I can as movement allows.
That will be,
Guess me acrobatics.
yes.
That's a 14.
You pass.
I'd like to. 5, 10, 20, 30. And I would like to use my standard action to move, well, not standard, my main action, whatever, to dash and move another 30.
Okay.
Do I need to roll again?
No.
Okay. Then another 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'll be about here. And that's my turn. Getting closer.
Alright.
I love the name, the enterprising giant frog.
Yes.
Yes.
The frog pulls you 5 feet closer.
He's
Okay.
pulling you in. My turn. Sure, I'll be right here. Oops.
Yep.
20 feet in the air. That roll made me nervous.
It should. Is that your turn? Or are you doing something else?
No, I just did it.
Oh, jeez.
I think I hit it.
You did.
Maybe.
You heard it. It is not happy with you.
First blood!
Ah!
I take a 5-foot step up.
You can't go any higher.
Oh. But we're okay.
There's trees above you.
Okay. Can I land in the tree?
Sure. You're now in the
Not
canopy.
sure I want to.
Congratulations.
You are now a bird.
I appreciate it, Terra Crystal. Bloop. Trashy
Manuel.
giant frog.
It is trying to touch me.
Yep, it's
Just like
a
to tongue me?
touch attack. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Target is
Oh,
immune
yeah.
I
to
do not
burning
consent.
effects of acid for 2d4 days. Well, isn't that special?
I do not
Jamuka.
consent to tonguing.
Don't have any
Is
acid,
this
so-
one in melee combat now?
No. It's slowly
okay.
reeling Mingia in, which I don't... Probably got like 5 or 10 more feet to reel her in.
Okay. Well, I'll take a. Actually, I will use one of my. Where's fervor? I'll use one of my fervor charges to make a swift action cast of divine favor, and then I will shoot it. After I put the buff on. There it is. Okay. Not free booted. Nothing.
Nope, no bonuses.
Yeah.
Will hit. Alright.
All right. That's my turn.
Darvin.
Let's see. Have they moved? Oh, there is something that's closer. Okay, so I'm gonna take 3 steps. 5. Whoops. 5, 10, 15, and that guy should now be within range. Yep, he is. So I'm gonna shoot that guy. And that is going to be a 14 to hit.
Okay. It hits.
Nice. 6 damage.
Alright.
Uh,
Jake.
That's going to be me.
And Jake Driscoll.
Excellent. Let's see. Does the water count as harsh terrain?
I mean, I think in general, because it's up to your
Waist
waist.
deep? Yeah, it would.
2, 4, 6, 8.
So you cross through the water.
Yep.
I have bad news. When you get about right here, you start to sink into the water, or into the sand.
Shit.
Excellent.
So, anyway, you're now sinking in the sand. Congratulations.
Oh, wonderful. Well, this is decidedly more deceptive than I thought it was going to be, but
A little bit. So it reminds me, I need to.
that is a problem for a few minutes now. We got problems for right now we got to worry about.
It reminds me, I need to pull up my core real quick. Which page?
Right. Shoot.
Need the rules for quicksand.
See, because we're all just level 2, aren't we?
Other than Mangia.
We have a little bit over level 2 now. We were level 2 before the fight with the mutiny. I think.
Correct. We did
I
mutiny
feel
at level
shit.
2.
Is a 13 hit?
Yeah.
You
For
Nice.
1 damage.
Somebody's stuck in the. You can't move anymore. I'm just double checking something real quick. On your next turn, you will have to make some rolls, Jake.
Wonderful.
You do hit for 1 damage.
What
Minji,
are the rules for enchantments?
Also,
what? I mean, like, what you
yes, that
be
means
more
only-
specific?
Yeah, it's a lot of.
Like, where can I go to look? You know what? I'll just go to Netflix.
Magic weapon? You can search for magic weapons. If you're trying to enchant a weapon,
If you're talking like enchanting your gun, I think that's just a burn a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know, but I need. You know, never mind. I shoot the frog. It hits him for minimal damage.
All right.
All right. So would I need to make a Dex or a Strength saving throw?
usually you do a combat maneuver for grapples.
Let me double check.
So, because like technically, I'm not quite grappled, as in like someone is holding me. I am grappled, as in I am trapped. So.
I wish it would just tell me on the fucking ability sheet.
Well, I can tell you that usually if you are grappled, you make a combat maneuver check against their CMD to break the grapple, or an escape artist check.
Let me double check. Just want to be 100% sure. Combat maneuver.
Is escape artist an option?
I'm reading the thing and it says.
So CMB or D? Sorry.
B.
You use your CMB against their CMD.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or an escape artist against their CMD, I believe. The CMB is bonus for attacking, CMD is defense.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it.
Ah!
4 isn't? I can't believe it.
I know.
Shocker.
All right. I guess that's all I can do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If only you didn't have a -1 for strength.
You know, I'm a dex monkey, not a buff chick. Okay.
It could be both.
Some of us have the best of both worlds.
This is
Letting
true.
go. You're letting go play down.
again.
It's becoming a theme.
All right, Manuel.
Back to me. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and take a 5-foot step closer. If I take a 5-foot step closer to him, would I be in melee range of him, or is he?
You would have to jump over to the other pole.
I will-
Another
well-
acrobatics check.
There you go. I will do that. Let us acrobatics.
Obviously,
That's probably enough.
that's enough. Obviously, the boxes don't line up
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
really well.
So I take a skippy hop closer to him, and I will attempt to kick the frog. I will attempt to show my displeasure for him.
Kick it.
There's a
Nice.
21 probably hits, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Excellent.
You,
So that's sick. I mean,
if
I
you
would be
punt it
surprised.
away, does that Mando go with it?
And
He's not
that's not
punching
the one I take.
Mando's frog.
Yes, I'm punching it.
Oh.
I didn't select them. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
there's a different frog.
Yes. And then I will take my second attack for my flurry of blows. That probably also hits.
Yeah.
And so as I two quick punches to the frog as I try and punt down from the log into the water.
Punching
That's
down.
right. And a punt down. I attempt to punt down the frog. I try to stomp down the frog.
You stop the frog down into the water. Congratulations. Vegeta, you
Excellent.
pulled
Damn.
5 foot closer than the frog attempts to eat you.
Get me closer. I wish to man him with my Gia.
Swallow.
Oh my gosh.
See, this is a...
Oof.
Special attack begins its turn with an opponent grappled in its mouth. They can attempt a new
Since
combat.
they have to be at least one size category smaller.
Oh, wait, this...
It seems this frog was too enterprising.
Eyes bigger than its stomach.
Indeed.
I don't think a 13 hits anyway.
No.
Unless it's touch again.
No, it would be touch. It would have to bite you. Anyway. I also just do, I had the wrong one pulled up, which is... It can pull you in if it's the same size. Oh, that's not going to be a touch attack, so that does not hit.
Chomp.
Oakley.
Nom, nom, nom.
Lucky.
Yeah. Well. Okay, so I can't do a spell and throw a bomb in the same turn, can I?
No. Unless it's an instant cast spell. I don't think you got any.
Alchemists don't really have swift action. I mean, it's fucked. They're not supposed to have any swift action extracts,
Yeah,
but they kind of do.
You drink.
But generally,
Drink an
extracts are a
extract.
standard action.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
a target him, bomb,
Okay.
admixture. Neat.
Yeah, but well, Mando's still getting slowly eaten.
Oh, it's
You know what,
fine.
whatever.
Fine.
I'll do that.
Okay, Jamuka.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, I'd have to roll it. Sorry.
Hmm?
It's not prepared or not known?
You just used it.
No, I
Then,
just
no.
put the info.
Oh, you have to. So you see the little numbers where it says 0 out of 0.
Huh?
You can prepare 3 a day, so you have to choose which ones are prepared, and it should once. It says 2 out of 2, so it should be usable. There you go.
Yeah,
Okay, so
alchemists can prepare extracts ahead of time, but you can also spend it's like a minute to prepare an extract if you didn't use all your extract slots at the start of the day. But I will shoot it if I
All right.
can. And now I'm shooting in the melee, I'm guessing.
Yes.
You're attempting to not touch Mangia.
Balls.
Please don't touch Mangia's balls.
I don't have balls.
Thanks.
You hit it.
Fuck.
Wait, so I can choose 3.
3 level
I
1
can put 3.
extracts.
I have 3 charges.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So
I could
you-
put 1 in cure light wounds, 1 in shield, and 1 in the other one.
Right.
That's
Or you
all I
could
got.
use 2 of them right now and save 1 to be flexible at some point. You can't do it in combat then, but if you come across
Okay.
something, you can spend a minute to prepare an extract. Or you can just, you can prepare them all. You can prepare several of the same one if you wanted.
Okay.
Darwin.
Okay, 1 frog is now dead. Let's see.
So that's what that was. Cool. Okay, thank
Don't
you.
see any other frogs, so for right now, I'm just gonna use my move action to Freebooter's Bane that last frog, and then I'm going to remain vigilant. And that's going to be me.
All right, Jake. Are you going to try to stay there or move? You can.
Sink or swim, baby.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to try to move out of the quicksand.
Okay, you can move
Carefully.
maximum of 5 feet, and you must succeed on a swim check.
Okay, so here goes something. 12.
Bad news. You don't move, and you sink further into the quicksand.
Oh, wonderful.
That's
Mingia.
fine.
Okay, yeah. I'm stuck in quicksand. I need an assist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
So
up
see
above
me
your
again?
stomach. If you're gonna try and break free, or you could just try to kill it, I guess.
Oh. Well, do I have access to my weapons?
Yeah, that's like I said. It was like grab like your leg or something.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not restrained.
Defender may
Yeah,
attack
just grapple.
or full attack with a light or one-handed weapon at a -2 to hit when you're grappled.
Really? Ooh, that's pretty nasty.
Hold on. I think I have something that can counteract that.
Right.
That's fine. I'll just get out my cut. Oh, I didn't put the Tidewater Cutlass. Dang it. Let me see. I'm gonna have to.
In your inventory.
Wait, yeah, the Tidewater Cutlass isn't in my
Welcome to the-
inventory.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Now it is.
I don't know if it's any better than your rapier or not, but yeah.
It's the
It
thought
is
that
a
matters.
+1 cutlass, so I guess it probably is.
Placebo
so far.
effect.
Placebo effect.
It's really sad I can't do cantrips.
Womp womp.
Your cantrip is bomb.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
your little cantrip is.
It uses
throw
a
bombs at
charge.
things.
I mean, it uses a charge, so
I know. But it's still bomb, your cantrip.
Okay, that hits.
I guess.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Wow.
Oakley and Mangia, it looks like Jake is sinking. Can you grab him?
I am thinking, you idiot. Get over there and help me.
I've got him. I'll throw him a rope. You keep on
Are we
doing.
still in combat?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. In that case, I will retract
just
my grappling hook
worry,
and
we'll
throw
just-
it in Jake's direction.
I mean, I could tie a rope to the canopy and he could pull himself up. That too.
Experience real quick. There we go. And you can recover.
I
your
continue
ammo.
to not recover any ammo.
Ah.
I
All
just-
right.
Something about this
So-
is not kosher.
I mean, you were throwing, like, you were shooting into
Damn.
a quick swampy swamp.
didn't get my
Alrighty,
arrow
so Darvin, you will have to make a strength check, and Jake, you will have to make a strength check.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Strength check. Roll. Normal. Oh. 18 or 20. Nice.
Very good. And Jake, strength check.
And Jay, you can take
Nice.
the
Awesome,
grapple
you,
status off of you.
Oh, nice.
Jake, he pulls you 5 feet this way. You,
Awesome.
You're up to like your ankles. You can kind of you can kind of get out now. We'll just say it's fine. Okay.
My
Do we
dice
think-
didn't drop for that strength check. What did I get?
Oh, you got a 19.
Oh. Oh.
Do we think that was all of them frogs? Or should we perhaps bait out a few more?
I mean,
No, let's just
we
go.
raised enough of a ruckus. I think any that were going to come have come.
Yeah.
None of us
Okay.
recovered any ranged ammo.
But we can
Amazing.
always, keep watching in the air if anybody's coming while everyone crosses. I suppose we'll have to worry about it later when we come back.
In that case, Darvin is going to try and skip across these wooden dowels here in the water.
And I would
You'll
like
get
to
across.
finish.
Yes, sir.
Why don't we do this one at a time, and then Oakley and Mangia can grab anyone that falls, maybe.
Acrobatics.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Manuel, you successfully get across. Darvin, you successfully get across.
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right, time for me to fail.
You just have
Well, yes.
Oh my god.
How did you know?
How much do
Okay,
you weigh?
fall and
Yep.
start sinking into the water. Congratulations. I need you to roll an immediate swim check.
Grappling hook.
No. Hey,
I grappling hook that
You
frog.
managed to swim. You're way down here. I mean, literally, either of the two flyers can just go pick him up. He's tiny.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
He's
I can
water.
carry
Covered then.
him.
look, I weigh like 60 pounds with gear.
That's like a
Oh,
that's a
I'm just
minor
gonna pretend you don't
inconvenience.
wear gear.
Yeah, this, you're not even. You wouldn't even be a full medium
Oh.
water for a road.
Oh man, thank
No.
goodness
Stuff
Jamuka
I
didn't get
need to-
frogged. That would have been bad.
You would be a bit heavy for Mangia because she's incredibly weak. You would be a heavy
Here,
lift
hop
for
on,
her.
little frog.
And,
Frogman.
I hop
Jake.
on.
You must roll acrobatics to get across as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
Ooh, I have points in acrobatics. This should be fun.
Look, we're across. Yay.
My
you're
God.
fine.
Ooh, he crits.
Jake basically
20.
hips across.
Okay, hang on. I gotta reload because Foundry's freezing up on me.
Alright, well. You all talk for a minute while I go use the bathroom.
Nice.
I weigh 51.6 pounds, counting my gear. Actually,
Wow.
I'm gonna show you guys the little overlay I made
Okay.
Mhm.
so you
Okay.
guys can see if you like it or not. I haven't put everyone's names on it yet, but I'm working on it.
I'm gathering that we're probably going to end up spending the night on the island. If it's
Very likely.
if it was late afternoon when we got
Yeah.
here.
The odds are good, yes.
That sounds like a very good assumption, yes?
Okay, so
Uh,
apparently the video is too big, so I'm just gonna have to do this. Here's what the little overlay looks like.
Okie dokie. Back to the map.
Okay. Nice.
Ah, cool.
Alrighty. Congratulations. You have successfully completed part 1.
We defeated a minor
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Yay.
No worry, it gets so much.
Huzzah, huzzah.
Yay, yes.
Okay,
Why is my cutlass like the +1 cutlass is still showing, but the Tidewater isn't on my weapons section in
I don't know.
Boundary?
Why are you hoarding all the plus
I
one
don't-
weapons?
I don't know. You're it's
Yeah,
all
seriously.
listed there for you, so I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah,
Where's
Miss
my-
level 4 over there.
That's
Like
my amulet of mighty fist +1.
Like it shows on mine, so I don't know.
Okay, it's just mine then. That's fine.
I don't care about magic melee weapons, so if nobody else does, then that's their prerogative. All right, divine favor probably wears off. We should probably get moving and see if we can get out of this swamp before nighttime.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't want to be around when these guys' friends show up.
Another abandoned village would be nice.
Or
Oh, we
maybe
just
not so abandoned.
Continue
friendly.
following the path of least resistance, which I assume is the path.
Yep.
The path of path. Excellent.
I would like to remain alert if that affects anything, Dungeon Master or DM or GM, however you like to go by.
You goes by Rob.
Sorry, I was doing something.
Rob.
What? Oh, sorry, I was doing something. What?
See, yes.
I would like to remain alert as we're walking for any signs of danger.
Mosquito slowly lands on your arm.
I eat it.
Oh my gosh.
You contract.
You now
fever.
have cholera.
Jake, I think you've got a weird problem there.
Anyway, let me double check.
It
So it takes
I waved the mosquito off before
many
it can land on
more
my face.
hours. As you will. We're just going to use Jamuka as your token here, and
Yummy.
like, it's a trudge through the swamp. So it's another hour or so, maybe 2. Depending on how slow y'all take it, y'all get down to right here.
We should probably start get camping for the night and decide who's on watch.
Well, is it nighttime?
Oh,
Getting
What
there.
do we?
Have we just arrived at the whore's boudoir?
Yeah.
Arrived at the horror's boudoir.
What do we see here,
I'll
Dungeon?
describe
Rob?
this
Suggestive.
for- Once so I can find the fuck did it go?
Whore's.
There we go. Terrible stench fills the swamp here. A fetid odor
horse,
of cheap perfume and rotting flesh. A huge tree
Ew.
stands in the middle of a clearing in the swamp, draped with some sort of huge tent. Lurid painted faces cover both the tree trunk and the tent, and both are decorated with rotting humanoid body parts and carpets of squirming insects.
I say we light it on fire.
Is there anyone that appears to be like living here or something?
Roll perception.
Happily, he said, not at all sarcastically.
This would be a perception, not a survival. You're fine.
Oh yeah, there's definitely signs of activity.
Lewd activity.
Such as
Footprints and
Hand-holding.
things like that.
more frog footprints or
Hand
humanoid?
holding. My god, these are humanoid.
Okay. Okay, like any corpses strung up? Because you mentioned rotting flesh.
I mean, there's a bunch of body parts and like dead people and shit like that.
How old does it look?
If they're rotting, that can't be that old.
Yeah, I mean they're not super old, I suppose. Well,
Bogs do tend to mummify things, but that's
I think
Not-
if they
they
were
don't look fresh,
mummified,
so-
they wouldn't be so
exactly.
pungent.
They'd be really old. Okay, scratch that.
Rene,
I'm gonna turn to Oakley and say, this behavior is way outside of Grindelow, right?
sure.
yeah. Grindelow typically stay towards the shores.
Yeah, you would know Grindelows are like they're water creatures, so like they wouldn't set up.
They're water creatures.
They wouldn't set up
not
a
necessarily.
big tent in the middle of the woods with
Yeah,
weird,
that seems
rotting,
kinda sad.
strangely rotting body parts everywhere.
Is there
If that
anything else
being
in
the
the
case-
tent? Or is it? Can we see inside the tent? Or is
No.
it just the tent walls are all the way to the ground?
They're all
Oh, we
over
can't
the
see inside. Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna whisper, Chamuka, Perhaps we should
Vaguely over
should-
here is the entrance.
perhaps we should reconnoiter and pull up one of the walls to kind of sneak peek inside.
Okay, so are the body parts also all around the back of the tent too, or like
They're just
forming
all
a whole
around.
circle?
They're all around the
Okay.
place. They're just there's body parts.
Can
Some
I-
are like in the trees. There's some scattered
Wha-
about. It's kind of
so
a
the-
forest area.
The closest
like
body
Dead by
part
Daylight?
to me. Can I see if it's got shoe marks on it, like the skeletons?
You can do a heal check.
Oh no, I just had a thought.
A lot of interest.
Yeah.
What if whoever's living here put those bodies out there in the ocean?
Oh yeah, they're
For the
they've been
Grindelows.
chewed up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Could be.
So we have either a cannibal or something worse, because these bodies are being eaten. And this is not Grindelo work, for sure.
There's still a lot of flesh on them, so. Oh, otherwise there wouldn't be anything to
They're being
rot.
slowly eaten.
Well,
You said the entrance is over here, right? Right, Rob?
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I would like to stealthily move.
There's foul evil at work here.
I would like to move stealthily over here if I can.
Roll stealth.
Stealth. Let's go normal.
Oof.
Ooh, not good.
Rob laughed.
Yeah.
Which is always a good sign. If he's happy, we have less stuff coming our way.
Jake, are you just
I got a
strolling
bad
over
feeling
there?
about this.
Are you
I
just
guess
strolling
so.
over there commenting out loud while he's trying to sneak?
I'm
I didn't touch anything. 'Cause
Yeah, he's,
oh shit!
he's
my-
not sneaking very well.
I
Yeah,
shrink into the
um,
shadows.
I don't know
I
how
don't
that
think it is.
happened.
Marvin.
I hit a button on my keyboard.
So
What's up?
you're trying to sneak along, right? You know, and you think
Uh-huh.
you're being a bit quiet, then you trip over this thing a bit here.
Yeah.
You stumble and you hear a kind of a sound from inside the tent, and
Like a
this thing
hissing
comes
noise?
crawling out at you.
Oh, no!
God, what is that?
Oh no! Oh,
that is
I
beyond
hate
cursing.
these so much.
It's
What is this?
So anyway, combat time.
It's
got
a
a really
zombie.
long tongue.
It's
oh,
a zombie.
oh, I thought it was a snurson. Okay.
Well, ghoul zombie
Just
thing.
nursing.
It wants to tongue you.
I see that.
Hey,
we're not even
we're
dating.
initiative buddies.
Oh,
Okay,
I got a
let's
good
see.
roll.
So I clicked
Oh, somebody roll a one.
the initiative on the combat tab, right?
Yes.
I'm just
Yep.
looking at on the character and on the
You can
summary.
do it
of it.
on either.
now
but
it
the
now it did the
combat
thing.
tab should
Okay,
work.
I just had to refresh earlier. That's what it was.
Mingia, you get
Lucky
to
ship's whore.
you get to start off the combat.
Well,
You see
this is
a ghoul crawl out from under the tent and attempt to molest Darwin.
well. This is that yeah. I'm gonna I forget which one of you is the war priest again?
Me?
Okay,
Anyone.
I'm gonna basically say, do priesty thingies. It's undead, and then I'm gonna shoot it.
Would you like to buy
Right.
a bow?
Would you like to buy a Bible?
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Besmara?
Bozra?
Hey,
Have you heard of Samuel Coe?
Have you ever tried to go knocking on the doors on the Sunday morning and trying to annoy people into following your religion?
All right, well, that will hit.
Nice.
3 points of damage.
I'm gonna like maybe move up because you said this was the entrance, right? And
The side of the
don't.
tent.
Yeah, I don't suspect that this is the only one, so I'm gonna stay over here and be ready for more to come out. So that's my turn. Yep.
All right, Oakley.
Right. I'm gonna go into the air.
That's probably a good idea.
How high can I go?
Oh, you can go fairly high here. I mean, it's like the canopy
Okay.
is above you, but you know you can get like 30 feet in the air without having to
Okay,
go through trees.
sounds good to me. I don't want to be in the trees at night, so.
Sounds wise.
Yeah. Wait, what's the range of my bombs?
20 feet.
You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, that's the range increment, so you can throw it up to 100 feet, but you have penalties.
So, casting a spell is a full action?
Standard
Say-
action for most of your spell stuff for extracts.
Or
and
standard
whatnot.
action?
Yeah.
Okay,
Depends on what it is you're doing. It should tell you on the spell, quote unquote, if it's a standard action.
Okay.
Oh, well, there you go. And that's good for 2 minutes. All right, Jamuka.
Yeah, okay, fly here, I guess. I flew there
okay.
and then did it.
Cool, cool, cool.
Well, this is a priesty thing, right? Cast bless.
Oh, there you go.
That is very
Everybody gets blessed.
Bless.
Blessings.
And I guess I'll move over here. No, I don't. I lied. I'll just stay here.
Wow. Aligned.
I bounce back from foot to foot. Not sure exactly where the fuck I should go, and that's my turn.
Okay. Jake Driscoll.
Excellent. Let's see. Five. And then we should have a good line of sight on this.
Yeah.
Mortally challenged individual.
Mortally challenged.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
It says she's a whore. Maybe you can just spare her.
No, can't do point blank shot. Kablooey. All right, 18 to hit.
Nice. 8 damage, too. Very nice.
Very rude of you.
Ghouls, aim for the heads.
Alrighty.
Have we identified it as a ghoul?
Yes.
Well, I see. That
Mingia.
was Mingia's assumption. Anyway.
Yep.
Manuel.
Very well. Well, it seems like we're committed to a course of bullying the horse, so... charge...
Shame.
Charge is... Is it 60 feet or is it 30? I don't remember.
Twice your movement if you're... And you need on a direct path and no rough terrain.
Would this be considered a direct path to the thing, Rob? Me going straight at it? Or is there anything on the way?
I don't think the corner of that tent right there would really block you enough
Very
for
well.
me to say.
Okay. Then I will charge at the level of the creature of the night. Clearly.
Clearly.
Of the death. Of the thing. And with the charge, single attack. That might hit. I think it hits.
Probably.
It sounds like it should hit. For the lucky number 7.
Ooh, damn. That was quick.
Excellent.
Okay.
Darwin.
And as soon as it crumples down from a punch, I would like to immediately see where it came from, if there's anything else coming.
I mean, you'd have to use an action to lift up the tent.
Wait, feet.
It just kind
In
of
which
crawled out
case-
from underneath the tent at him.
In which case, I hold position, because not much else I can do.
Alright, Darwin.
I am going to take out my glaive. Can I hold an action? Is that a thing?
Yes.
If you stay... Or, well, yeah, you can hold an action.
I mean, you can ready an action.
Yeah, you can ready an
I'm
action.
gonna ready to swing down
or-
with my glaive as soon as something else pops up.
You can either ready an action to do something, or you can delay your turn.
I will ready a glaive swing, and that'll be
Okay.
me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gia tries to bite you.
Ah!
Holy.
Oof.
Yeah, that's, Anyway, 5 damage. Let me check something real quick here.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh.
This is one of those disease-ridden horrors, huh?
No, no,
Well,
man, she's about to get
first-
syphilis.
First, you must roll a fortitude save. And then
She's about to get syphilis.
Everyone look
you
out,
must
and
roll
then
a
Gia's got the gay.
constitution save. So fortitude, then constitution.
Hey.
Hey, you did
Not
good on
bad.
the first one, so let's see
Hey.
that constitution.
Where did my
It appears you have a constitution of 10. I wish we give
That's
no
unfortunate.
bonus.
where is it?
It's on your attributes page. You just click on the constitution.
There we
score.
go.
Oh my. Oh, well, that's still
Oh.
pretty high.
Bad news.
Damn, that was a good roll too.
How are you level 4 with no... Oh, right. Constitution is not a saving throw.
Correct.
Oh my god.
You are paralyzed
Actually,
for 5 rounds.
Fortitude is.
Holy crap.
Well,
Great.
Congratulations!
Wee.
Oh, there's another one.
butter dump, bump, bump.
Alrighty.
That one moved. That one booked it.
Yep. Only like 45 feet. Come in, Gia. Oh, wait, you're paralyzed. Sorry. Don't mind me. I guess that will, since you're paralyzed, I don't think there's anything you can do about it, so.
It's my turn. Okay.
Yep, so it'll be Oakley's turn.
I fly here.
Okay.
And I throw a frost bomb.
Maybe fire.
I don't have fire.
You
Okay,
have
I won't
bombs.
throw. I'll just do a regular bomb.
Sorry.
I
guess maybe that's. I don't know. They're undead.
And I use Okay, so
I mean,
first
burning
I
things
use-
usually works.
I use precise bombs, and so I'm going to not affect this square.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so this square will not be affected by splash damage if I hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Are you? Alright, you can go ahead and roll.
Do we have anyone trained in religion?
Nice.
Okay.
Well, in knowledge
There you go.
religion.
Congratulations.
There's the fire.
Do you know anything about what these creatures are and what they're weak to?
I may have to wait a few seconds to get to my turn.
So, +4 splash damage, I guess. So,
Right, the one that you hit takes
yeah.
the damage directly,
Okay.
and then the one that
Okay.
is in the splash zone gets a reflex
Right.
save.
okay.
So, it's like, so one only takes 2 damage, and the other gets 4.
Okay. And Mengia is not affected because my precise bombs.
Which is good.
Oakley's in
She's
the air.
paralyzed. She can't do a reflex save.
Well,
Jamuka. You're a tasty
Jamuka
looking
done
frog.
crazy.
No, I'm too tiny to bother with.
all bones and gristle.
Well,
For the Emperor, how can you not have taco chips available? For shame.
anyway, I don't. Don't you think that maybe they're more vulnerable to fire than ice, being dead? I don't know.
Probably.
If any of us know anything about religion, then maybe they can tell us. I don't know anything about religion. Okay, I will move
I
over
follow
here.
Gozra, but I'm not like a religious person. Like, I don't have bless or anything like that.
And I guess I'll just take a shot.
Doesn't even follow Zul.
Point 1, 2, 3, 4, point blank.
Okay, that hits. For 4 damage. Congratulations.
You beat the
Thank you.
dragon.
Jake Driscoll.
Going to reload quick. Then I'm going to mutter in again. I'm going to mutter to myself. Yes. I think it's Ole Kolda. Fire here. Boom. And with a great bout of flame, I fire and does a 22 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okie
Be
doke.
very surprised if it didn't.
5 damage.
Same.
That will
Right.
the shot will hit the ghoul and it will explode into fire for 1d10 extra damage.
Nice.
Alright, roll one of your 1d10.
Oh wait. Wait. +1 bonus. Oh no, sorry, never mind. That's up to 30 feet, not over 30 feet.
Huh.
Just kidding.
Oh, nope, that's the
Slash
wrong one.
roll.
Right,
Slash
sorry, too many bot commands.
2 points of damage.
Point at that.
Alright, you kill it with fire.
Nice.
And brimstone.
Specifically, Manuel.
Very
And
well.
also on fire.
So no one else came from this direction yet. I'll believe Darwin not gonna die in one breath. And I'm gonna charge over the other side. I'm gonna do my best sprinting impression of Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Standing on the burning ghoul.
Oh shit, sorry, my bad. I forgot to visit. Well, I can charge here though.
Okay.
What? This is
Oh,
also burning
nothing.
goo? Okay.
No. No, I'm in the air.
How much burning goo is there?
They're
it's
on
only
fire.
alien. Oh, I forgot to add charge. I think charge is +2.
Yep.
So there's a 13 to hit.
No.
Okay. Then I don't hit. I'm a simple man.
Darwin.
I don't.
I would like to move here with 40 feet, and I'll use my my main action to dash. And then with my remaining 20 feet, I'd like to pull Mingia away if I can.
If you move 40 feet, you can't take an action because that would be 10 more than your current movement speed.
So if I stop moving, I lose the rest of my movement?
Well, to double move, you have to use your standard action.
Yes, so I'll use my standard action to gain another 30 feet, and then I'll use the rest of my movement from that to pull Minji away, if I can.
I believe you have to have an action available to do that. Because, like, your double movement counts as your standard, as your action that you're taking.
Got it. So pulling someone away who's willing, is it part of movement?
Well, like, if she was 30 feet away, I think you could drag her. But since you had the double move to get to her, even though it was only 10 extra feet.
So this would actually be 30 feet if I moved here instead. So if could I just switch places with her then as my main action?
That's 30.
Oh, it's 35. Damn. Well, I tried, so never mind. Instead, we're just gonna Freebooter's Bane for my movement action and take a shot.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
So 7 points of piercing damage.
Excellent. It's gonna eat Mangia. Darn.
Doesn't it miss? Is her AC like 10 when she's paralyzed?
Oh wait, no, her AC is 9.
So it does hit.
Oh no.
It does hit. I thought it was 10, but no, it does hit. Alright, Mangia, roll Fortitude.
These are not the lesbian dreams you're thinking of.
Nope.
When Minji is paralyzed, does she dream of lesbian sheep?
Well, anyway. Let's put a little note here.
Oh, fuck.
Mangia is sick.
Is what?
Sick. Meaning cough, cough.
He's a sick character.
Mangia, it's your... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Oakley.
She's down with the sickness.
Is down with the
Yup.
sickness.
I fly here. I use precise bomb to not affect here or here, these two squares.
Hit.
That's not gonna do it.
We're gonna have to rename Oakley B12.
Yeah, that's a bad throw.
It is.
Because you threw it at her,
Alright,
unfortunately.
So it lands where 8 is.
Isn't that here?
Yeah, I got good news for you, because it just hits her still, but only with the splash damage.
I had the 1d8 for the mist bomb.
Ooh.
I have that as a macro now, so I just click that. It's nice.
Alright, takes the full damage. Congratulations.
Nice. Excited.
Jamuka, your friend is being eaten alive.
Well,
again.
yeah, that's not great. Well, I'll move over here, and that way I don't take the penalty for shooting through people, and I'll just take the penalty for shooting in a melee. And I will shoot in the melee.
Do what you gotta do.
Is she freebootered?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. All right. Aha.
I forgot the free booted last time, but that's fine.
Congratulations.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
he just freebooted her.
Oh, okay,
Just
never
so
mind.
I had it on your attack.
It's okay. Okay.
Alright, well, congratulations. Jamuka, you have killed the ship's whore.
I think that's the first thing
Yay.
I've killed.
Okay, I'm gonna run over
And it
to
was a whore.
Thank you, damage.
Mingia. Can I perform a medicine check on her to see if she's been afflicted with anything.
And I am still paralyzed, right?
Yeah, you're
For a little
paralyzed for like 20 more
A
seconds.
few more minutes. Yeah.
No, like 20 seconds.
I am trained in medicine, by the way, or heal, whatever it's called.
Yeah, so you can certainly roll a heal check. See, you can see what your opinion might be.
16.
16 right now? Let me see. Let me double check.
I think that usually in these sorts of games, you just kind of know that you have a disease.
Well, not at the onset.
Is yet, yes. You do not know you have COVID yet.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't used the swab.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, would that just be a heal check against the DC of the disease?
I believe so. So yeah, you would, based on your knowledge of medicals, you probably come to the conclusion that she likely will have contracted ghoul fever. If she starts
Gold
to show
fever?
sign ghoul fever. Because,
Can
at least, well, she thinks they were ghouls, so...
Can
if
I-
they,
can
if
I
they
help?
are indeed ghouls, then she might
Can
have
I boost
contracted
it?
ghoul fever.
If
But
someone
you'll have
has
to wait and
knowledge
see if
of
she
the-
gets sick. You'll have to see if she gets...
So there's more checks
Could
that
I
need
have
to be
boosted
done.
his check? Could I
Well,
have boosted his check?
basically, she has to roll fortitude, like, every day to see if she actually gets
Alright.
sick or if she, like, gets better. Because it can
If
just go
someone
away.
has-
Oh man.
If someone has
That's
knowledge
all
of
it is in the
religion, they
past.
could identify the creatures that attacked us.
I could certainly try.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm
do.
just a war priest. What do you expect?
Pseudo
Based on
religion.
my-
More priest.
Based on my role, is it possible that I could figure out a way to aid her checks to fight this off potentially?
Yeah, you can do
Treat
heal checks
disease
to
is
help.
an action.
Yeah, it's just a heal check
Okay,
to help her with her checks every day, basically.
got it. Okay,
So I need to do some more checks right now, right?
Not yet.
it's once a day. He was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's an onset period before the
Yeah.
So
disease.
you've made
takes hold.
your check for today, and then tomorrow you have to do it again.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to treat disease to give her a bonus on her saving throws.
Okay, so I'll just do that at the beginning of the day next for tomorrow.
So,
In the meantime, did does the 4 team successfully identify these creatures?
Yeah, I'll say so. You believe they are ghouls from the, look of them. Which you would also know that you will need to burn them to keep them from coming back alive.
Would that fall upon Arcana? Perhaps?
What?
Any information about these?
No.
usually
I-
identifying undead is a religion check.
Also, I just
Oh,
did that.
okay.
I just identified them literally, so that's fine.
I know.
This-
I was curious.
But you know
This
they
one
come
was
back.
burned.
They come back once a day. They come back every day if you don't burn them or fully.
This one-
All right. Well,
Oh, I
Let's
see.
burn these. Let's burn these bitches. Since I am no longer paralyzed, basically what I do, I get up and I say,
sorry,
"Well, let's."
I'm sorry, we can fix that. Hold on, we can just paralyze
Oh,
you.
it
again.
seems you are able
If
to
you
read my
really wanted,
mind,
there you
but
go.
yes.
There you
Oh no.
Jamuka, would you mind scouting this tent while the rest of us burn these bodies?
I can do that. Give me a second here. I'm going to figure out where the fuck my things are. Oh, I don't have all my class features selected. That's why. I use Fervor on Mingia to heal her for 3.
Nice.
Yay!
3 is more than 0.
3 is more than 0.
Congratulations.
I think
I
how
can
much damage?
heal.
You took 7 damage. Well, now you've only taken 4.
So
I
she
can
got hit
heal you
twice. So she's
more.
taking more than
Oh.
7 damage.
Okay, fuck it. We ball.
All right.
I've got one more today. I'm going to save it for something else.
Right.
It's already a rainy day, I think, in the swamp. All right. Well, while they're doing that, I go over here and I search the tent.
All right.
Jesus Christ, I can't roll for shit. Actually, I'm rolling pretty well in combat. Out of combat, I can't roll for shit.
Well, among the piles of revealing clothing inside the tent, you find one potion of cure moderate wounds. My
Nice.
God. You find in a leather hip flask depicting a crocodile. The hip flask is worth 25 gold, roughly. A chest containing 6 flasks of alchemist's fire. 2 barrels of very cheap perfume.
Ellie, come here.
A wedding dress
3 more
inlaid with pearls and set with 3 tiny rubies. A whalebone corset set with mother of pearl inlay. A dozen silver hat pins with tiny obsidians. And scattered gems.
Hey, Rob.
So I will, yes.
Are these ghouls barefoot, by the way?
Yeah.
Wait, so I noticed with heal you can. Oh, what? I wouldn't work with me. It said you could harm undead, but I can't use them on other things. So.
Well, if you have infusion, you can give your elixirs to other people. If you don't have infusion, they only work on you. And
All right.
for an undead, you'd have to pour it down their throat, I guess.
I would suppose so.
I need to.
Well,
Alchemists are weird.
This appears to be some sort of a whorehouse, but why did they turn into ghouls? And where is the pimp?
Would
think
a
we should
knowledge
probably-
local or knowledge history work for that?
There's no reason you would know.
There is no knowledge pimp.
I do ghouls decorate like this normally? It seems.
Or you tell them how to live their life.
I just how they didn't seem very clever. They just sort of came at us.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There are 3
Anybody-
daggers as well.
Anybody else in favor of burning this to the ground?
Well, we
cleansing
should
it?
burn the ghouls. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any use for the rest of it other than the valuables that we are taking with us.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have another loot bag, Rob?
Yeah, I'm
How much Jamuka? We should burn. We should at least
Right.
burn the ghouls' corpses.
Right now,
For
are
sure,
we
Bo,
concerned about
burn the-
carrying weight on our loot?
well.
I have,
We'll
I can
work on
have-
that later.
Okay.
I'm sorry I grabbed you by the tail. You're a good boy. Don't grab it.
Hey, Rob.
Mhm.
Before I burn this corpse, can I investigate to see if there's a particular wound that might have been cause of death for this woman?
Woman.
I mean, you can try, I suppose.
What would you like for that?
That'd be a heal check. I mean, her body's pretty rotted, so it'll be a very high DC.
18.
I don't think I can give it to you on a 18.
Okay.
She's been dead for quite a while.
Right. Okay, a burner.
So based on what we know of ghouls, based on the roll we made, do we
Yep,
know
you're-
how?
Yes, Minji, you're gonna die.
Yes, I know I'm gonna die, but do we know, besides the thing directly biting you, do we know of other ways that ghoul fever will spread?
That would probably be a knowledge nature check. Or, well, maybe religion, I suppose, because that would be related, I guess.
I
Or
have
heal.
nature,
Or a
but
heal check, I think,
Ah,
would
hey.
reasonably exists, like a spreading of diseases.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one of those.
I got 2 of those.
Well, we can pool our knowledge, right?
Yes.
Because I'm not very good at this whole knowing things.
Okay.
My individual pool is shallow and pathetic.
Okay. Heal check. 18.
Okay, sure. You know, Ghoul fever can be transmitted by any creature, that's been infected by a ghoul, and it can also
Like a
be
mosquito?
yeah, exactly.
It can what?
Like a mosquito.
Oh,
How would
right.
how would a ghoul infect a mosquito? I guess the mosquito drinks out of the ghoul.
Mosquito, yeah, it would drink the
Basically.
blood.
Why would a mosquito be attracted to a ghoul to drink?
Flies, mosquitoes, all of the things are attracted to dead stuff.
Okay, well, there's
lots
insects
of
everywhere.
dead things. Yes.
I don't think
Let's-
mosquitoes are attracted to
What?
dead
Oh,
stuff.
I wouldn't worry about it. Don't worry.
Let's
fine.
pitch them in there and set it on fire.
Same.
Yep.
Burn it to the ground.
Yep.
Burn, baby, burn.
And I can use that alchemist fire to charge up my sling bullets if I wanted.
Well, that was an entertaining diversion, but we still need a place to sleep for the night.
Not
Yes,
here.
preferably not here.
Can we go back to the? Do we have enough resources to go back to the village?
We don't have any resources in terms of food. We got some valuables that aren't.
We just need time to get back.
I still think we have a few squirrels.
Yeah, you need.
That's true. I still have all the squirrels I caught.
So
Let's
does
cook
the
them and
boudoir
eat them.
burn? Do we have any issues burning this tent and ghoul?
Oh no, yeah, no, it lights on fire. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, you didn't say anything. I was worried.
I'm setting up your loot.
Hey, I forgive you.
This time, the tiny frog narrows his eyes at God.
There you go. You should all now be able to see the loot.
Yay!
And I just gotta add the alchemist fire to it. There's 6 flasks.
Oh ho.
Anybody mind
you
if I
go.
take a flask of alchemist fire?
Alright, so you
Nope.
burn the
Or
horse.
two?
Burn the horse.
Like good
Burn the
Christians.
witch.
Alright, so you all are going back up,
I mean,
or you...
we're going to spend most
Wait.
of tomorrow traveling back to where we are today if we don't move forward and find a new place to camp.
That'd
Right?
be a very good point.
That's true.
Perhaps it would be best to shoulder on for a couple hours longer.
All right. I just want to get as far away from this place as possible.
Well, it's as fast
Agreed.
to go forward as back, I think. So either
right, let's
direction
go.
will take us away.
Let's do it.
Alright,
Right.
so it is now evening time as you get up to the edge of the swamp. And out towards
Oh,
these
thank God.
fields.
Yeah, I really didn't want to camp in a swamp.
What? Why? Well, it is
It doesn't seem like
beginning
a good
to
idea.
get dark.
Let's
It's not dark
cook up
yet.
the squirrels and set up camp.
Right.
Are there trees and stuff in these other hexes in front of
Yeah.
us, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like good cooking fire stuff.
Sure.
Okay.
I imagine we were able to pick up some wood along the way, even if there wasn't.
From the swamp? You don't want stuff in
Yeah.
the swamp.
Yeah, it's true.
You have squirrels
It's
in
gonna
the
be-
swamp.
Well, you don't want to burn anything because it won't burn. It's too damp.
Do squirrels contract ghoul fever?
They could. If mosquitoes
we
can
cook them
infect them
fine.
with it.
I'll just cook them really
Yeah,
well.
just don't eat them raw.
Well done, squirrel, my favorite.
Mm.
And just don't eat any spinal fluid.
I wasn't planning on it.
I don't know how frogs eat, man. Anyway,
Mostly all at once. That's true.
are there like terraces here, Rob? Like, am I
That's
seeing
just-
that correctly on the map?
That's just terrain. I think it's just showing height.
Okay.
As the
Math
height
is
goes
down.
up. I had some trouble with it earlier.
These slopes go up. Okay. Perhaps camping out on these terraces might be a better idea. Have the high ground, so to speak.
And again, they're not terraces.
He
it's
just said they're not
terrain.
terraces.
They look like terraces, is what I'm calling them.
That's okay. Have you ever
It's like
have
in
you
that-
ever read a map?
You want to camp on the slopes
That's
of the
just
mountain.
topography. That's
Well,
all that is.
If there's like any leveled off part to the slope, that would be ideal.
I mean, there's like it's like hills and shit. Like, I mean, it's just a
The
an
hills are
incline
alive with the
It's
sound of
just-
music.
topography.
You'd like to think it's just topography.
I know it's just
Where does
topography.
me, Dio?
It's just me, dude. Oh my god, no.
Anyway, we start getting ready. Hopefully, I don't die.
It's all up to your
So
will
the
I wasn't gonna let you die, Mando.
today.
Today. It's like, can't interrupt me.
You don't die, you turn into a ghoul. You
So you,
undie.
you come back. to life.
Undying is basically the opposite of dying.
Could I aid in Minjia's check now, or do I have to wait till the morning?
You have to wait till it's their next time.
Okay.
But
I'll wait
you
then.
basically, it would be in theory, you're helping her, you know, like, I guess, keep her strength up or whatever.
Yep. Making sure she's hydrated
You're
and
balancing her
stuff.
humors.
I did not pick up any leeches when
Yeah.
I was in the swamp.
Oh, wait. Sorry. You are now camping. Congratulations.
All right. We what watch order is yeah. What's the
I
watch
don't want
order?
mine going first.
I cannot see in the dark, so I would prefer either now or early in the morning.
I can see in the
I
dark.
can. Yeah.
Mingia should probably sleep.
Yeah.
I'll take first shift then.
Wait. Four of us have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Okay.
campfire effects. Nice.
We are supplied with the
Alright, that's
ability
better.
to see.
I'm not.
I'm gonna throw Minjia in a tent as she's asleep.
Throw
Here,
her in
just
the
Throw
tent.
her ass in there. Throw her ass in there.
I was kidding.
Are you silly winged beast? Toss.
I pick her up and I drag her over here. And we help carry her in there.
Manhandle her.
Isn't a drag?
Yes.
Wow. Why is my body not moving from my screen?
I don't know.
You're paralyzed.
It's
Not moving
not-
for us either.
Moving at all.
There we go.
Let's put you in a tent. Don't worry about it. You can go.
The
sleep
dragon
with-
person has been stashed.
Oh my god, they're sharing a tent now.
Oh
Not
my!
the right- And they were roommates.
And they were
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Jesus Christ. All right, I have to do something really
Just
important.
do bad
Don't worry
rolls.
about it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Do we need to
Random
set up a
encounters,
watch?
baby.
Do we need to set up a watch order, or are we just assuming we've got
I'm
it
first.
handled?
I'm first.
I'll take middle. I'll take middle.
Well, there's at least 5 of us.
I need to craft ammo, so I'll take first watch.
No, you can't have 2 first watches. That's not how it works.
Well, I'll join the first watch then.
Darvin, heads or tails?
Killing me.
Heads.
Okay.
I wish I could see the result.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. All right. Cool. The morning comes and nothing bad happens.
Nice.
Good.
Very cool.
Minjia,
All right.
let's roll a fortitude. Which,
Do I roll to help?
yeah, she'll roll a heal.
A heal.
Can I? Well, do I want to take 10 or normal? Oh, I'm scared. I'm
I
scared.
don't think you can take 10 on that. I'm sorry.
I don't think you can take 10 on a skill on that kind of check.
I
Oh,
rolled
you
21.
took 10 anyway.
I rolled 21 for my help heal check.
So
That gives a +4.
Yeah. So that would be a
15.
15. I should website.
What determines the bonus from a help check?
If you pass it, you give a +4.
Oh.
Oh, the DC is the disease DC.
Okay, so we wouldn't know exactly, unless you know.
Ooh, do I also get? Do we get experience for that? That fight?
You did. You already got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got it already.
Yeah.
Oh.
You also had to get experience for the frogs.
Yep. All right. Cool. You have survived the night. Congratulations.
I think we've gotten a total of 333 experience each so far.
Yay.
Nice.
That's
Now,
roughly
now-
halfway.
Out of the swamp. Congratulations.
Oh,
Nice.
I would have used my fervor to heal. I guess
Don't forget the
Mangia,
long rest if you haven't.
if she's still injured.
I don't know.
They
Injured,
were-
how injured
If
are
everybody
you?
long rests, I don't know.
Normally, you just
Well-
recover like your level when you long rest. So it's not. a
Yeah,
whole
I'm good right now with the long rest.
lot. Okay. Nobody else was hurt, I think.
No.
No, sir.
Nope.
I had a lingering scar from the mutiny fight, but it's healed by now.
How far or how many squares ahead can we see, Rob? At a time.
I mean, you can see easily a couple miles.
Okay.
Each square is half a
So-
mile, so we can see
So
like
assuming
here or
Jamuka.
something.
Yeah, like
Is our-
reasonably. So you can probably see like depending on how it goes up and down. You can
the
probably
force.
you won't be able to see very much detail like out towards here yet.
Okay.
You
But
probably
we can see there,
you
like,
could
there's
probably see stuff over here, but you wouldn't know what it is.
So
Okay.
we still don't know who left that footprint at the beach. I
Yeah,
think
I'm assuming it was the ghouls. They were barefoot when we found them.
maybe. Do ghouls
Okay.
wander like that?
I
Shrugs.
wouldn't be
Do
surprised
they
looking
haunt
for
an area?
like they do hunt.
Sure.
Is this something you would
Sure.
like it?
Well, I mean, something there may be more people or remnants of people. You know, normally there aren't just 3 people on an island, 3 whores.
It appears that there's a fork in the road up ahead. So
Well,
we'll have a decision to make.
guess if we follow the road, we may find another town or something that may have supplies or some sort of settlement.
As Mara willing, they will be weak with hunger, as we would have been, had we had not found those squirrels.
And they'll be alive this
Squirrels
time
that
instead of
definitely
dead.
didn't infect you with ghoul fever because I rolled bad on my roll to see if they were bad squirrels. All right,
Hey.
so now that you're in the open field, so it's usually about 20 minutes to walk a mile, so 50.
So about an
So
hour.
it's,
It's like 4
It's about-
miles, 3.5.
so it would take you about an hour and a half to get down to right here at the fork in the road. You can see farms.
Farms.
Oh.
Farms means people.
Nice.
And there we are. Our luck has changed.
There's also a beach
With
over
the
here,
farms,
which would have been a much easier place to land your boat.
Although that path that goes up the mountainside does intrigue me. I
do
wonder
the
what's up
farms
there.
look like they're being
Well,
used?
I mean, are there
There's
any buildings?
Still like a mile out from the farms.
Okay.
Can we see buildings with the farms or just farms? Fields?
I mean, you can. And this farm.
I imagine
or
just the fields.
buildings. But I mean, there's like farm buildings out there, but it's not like a town.
Buildings don't really stand out until you're in the fields.
Nee?
I mean, I guess.
Oh. To the farms, I guess.
Oh, the farms are closer, I guess. Sure.
Makes sense to me.
Any objections?
Not really.
Nope.
None here.
We need food, so
Try and make sure it's
All
not ghoul hay.
Clearing in the jungle contains overgrown fields of some sort of corn. The crops have grown wild, creating a high barrier wafting gently in the breeze. Now some bitch. I forgot to add you all too.
Arm slash!
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I don't.
Oh
Why did you roll
my
that?
god.
Why did you roll that?
Because she was
Jesus,
blind
what were you
ways.
rolling for?
I was rolling
Perception.
perception to see, like,
See?
to see
Holy
stuff.
shit!
Yeah, you can perceive all right. You could probably see forever.
I don't see our Oh, there they are. Okay.
Natural
It's like I could
20.
see our vision moving around, but I couldn't see the tokens.
Alright, let me. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doo. Let me double check it. So basically, I don't really have like a good map to explain this, but there is a track through the fields, but it's overgrown, so you would have to roll a survival to follow it.
Mhm.
And the fields
Oh,
have
not a
grown 8 feet
perception?
high. No,
What are we rolling?
the cornfield has grown 8 feet in height
I'm gonna
How
look at all
about-
the.
and reduces
I'm gonna look at the
visibility
tall
to
ass-
5 feet.
I'm
Can
gonna look
I
at the tall
fly
ass
above it?
fields.
Yes,
Yeah, you can
that's
fly
my
above it.
suggestion. How about we just have one of the flyers fly and direct us?
All right. Yeah, sorry.
I will also fly above as well.
You can also roll
Yes, thank you.
perception if you want, now that you're flying above, to look around.
So that perception I just rolled doesn't count for anything?
No, you weren't in the field yet.
Brutal.
Like, you can't just preemptively roll something and then ask to use it later. That's how that works.
Rob, I would like to roll to figure out if there's like any discernible tracks coming and going in this area.
You're not perceiving any kind of tracks.
Okay, so there's no like wagon tracks or footprints that I can see.
Nope.
Everything's
I rolled a
overgrown
19.
and seemingly
You
untended.
have 5 feet of visibility, as I said, in the field.
I
Okay,
rolled
so
a
I'm gonna-
19, Rob.
And I rolled a 16 for above.
Sure. So y'all noticed about 9 to 10 feet in the air, so a couple feet above the corn, you see. Where the fuck did I put it? I thought I had it somewhere. That's weird. Where'd it go?
I'll step out of the field
Push
and
it
onto the
hot
road.
heat perception.
Is there a road here?
That's what this looks like to me on the map.
This
That's
is
just-
not the map that
that's-
Rob wanted to.
Well,
so.
I don't have like a overgrown mystical thing of, bullshit for that.
Oh, okay.
This is all overgrown field that we have to. There's a path that we need to roll survival to follow.
I'm
Oh,
trying to get
okay, well,
I'm trying to
I
get
will-
something up for. There you go. That is what you spot,
Oh.
Rogue.
That's
spot-
Oh, that's
lovely.
lovely.
You spot like 9 of those dotted around the cornfield.
Okay, I'm gonna roll survival to look for that path.
Who's the?
We
I
probably
forget. Who's
should've-
the god of plagues in?
You do not find the path, Darwin.
Pathfinder.
Sorry.
I do not.
We can direct you.
Mhm.
Don't worry.
We should probably avoid the heads.
What? No.
As we're moving, well, in whichever direction our flyers point us towards, I would like to move ready, with a punch ready.
Sure.
Is it how hard would it be to just clear a path?
Like with corn? I think a while.
Darvin
They're corn.
Darvin shrugs and takes out his glaive and just kind of runs it across like a scythe.
I mean, it's just corn. It's not like the hardest. Not the hardest thing in the world to cut, obviously.
I'll just
It'll take a
cut
hot
a
minute because
path.
there's a lot of cornfield.
If we want to use the corn for supplies anyway, we need to cut it anyway, and we can cut a path. right?
Sure, why not? You managed
Shrug.
to. We'll just say you managed to find your way towards these abandoned buildings. Congratulations.
Yay.
Nothing bad is going to happen. Don't worry.
Oh.
Abandoned.
Do you want me to see if I can peek in the window?
Let's get to sneaking, eh, Jamuka? And
Maybe just me this time.
shrugs and +7 stealth.
Well, I mean, I don't know what +7 stealth means. I just saw that you had
You
some
read it in my
trouble at the
shoulders.
boudoir. I saw there was some trouble on the boudoir.
He looks back at you with +8 stealth.
I mean, I am stealthily approaching the house.
Darwin will take a step back.
Okay, sorry.
Oakley, do you want to fly up higher to see what we see? Like, as far as like
Sure.
the buildings?
What's
So-
the
Sure.
L5C?
So we fly higher.
Okay,
No
well, I'm
canopy to
trying
hold you guys down now.
And I guess I try to peek through this window. Oh,
Hey, I see something that's interesting.
I see something.
Damn.
You spy. Swarm.
His little eye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Isn't that lovely?
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. It's cutie.
Does the swarm spot me?
They're just hanging out in the building.
Is that window closed?
Yep.
Okay.
not, it will
can
be.
I tell what is a swarm of?
You can. Pick a
Hey,
perception,
good thing
I
we just got
suppose.
some alchemist fire.
They're attacking the hobbits to Isengard. Oh my god.
Yes.
They appear to be flies.
Okay. Well,
Are we talking like
sneak
talking
back
like-
to the group.
Are we talking like Fallout bloat flies or?
Yeah, unironically.
Oh shit!
There's a swarm of large flies. Who has the alchemist fire? Let's pass out the alchemist fire.
I have 2 of them.
I see
and
Dilute
there's-
as a character, but not as something. Oh, there's the cargo. Never mind. I lied.
Ye old raid.
I took 2 because I can fly and firebomb at the same time, which never fails.
Oh,
We can just hold up inside here the corn while someone that flies can just chuck the alchemist fire there.
what? At
Mhm.
what? At the house?
Well, are we sure that
Oh, the
we're not
book.
going to burn down the whole house?
I would think
And
if
the
you.
cornfield included?
Fine, throw bombs.
I love fire as much as anyone else, but,
Oh,
there might be good stuff in there.
Is it really worth it though?
Or perhaps we take what we want from the fields first, get them away from the area, and then burn this place down.
well, there could. I mean, if we
There might
don't
be
want to
maps
go
or
in the
something.
house, then we don't need to burn it down. And if we do want to go in the house, then we don't want to burn it down, right?
Right.
Rob, do I notice more windows anywhere on the other side of the building?
Yeah, there's windows.
On the front?
What
like
do
on
I
this side?
see?
You
I'm about
the
40 feet up.
The buildings.
Okay.
Yeah, both Oakley and I are high up, and I did the 22 for perception.
I can't imagine why you would be up in the air, Magia.
We don't have. Oh, we do. Never mind. Sorry.
Anyway, it's 3 minutes till, so do you want your surprise now, or do you want it later?
Great.
I mean, the surprise would be then we can end on a cliffhanger, right?
I really don't like the way you said surprise, Bob.
Supplies. We want supplies, Rob.
Oh
Supplies.
no, he heard supplies.
Surprise.
I heard surprise. I'm sorry. So now or later? Now or later?
Now.
I take it now.
Now.
Let's go.
Okay. So as you've been standing here talking, you might have noticed my cursor was slowly moving something towards you, and this thing pops out of the ground. Say that for next time. And guess what it's doing as soon as we get back?
It's going to eat
attacking-
me.
It's attacking the frog.
Yes, it is.
Eating her. And it's going to eat me.
Kevin Bacon, get
I
here,
mean-
we need you.
If it's an ant hag, which is what it looks like to me, which my character would be too retarded to know what that is, but oh well. Maybe it spits acid at us instead of eating me. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, we'll find out
Why are there-
next time.
What the hell is an ant hag?
It's bad.
Fun.
It's a
Very bad. Very,
It's a
very,
big-
very, very,
It's
very
one of
bad.
those things that we just saw one, and you're asking what it is now. It's a burrowing monster with a taste for fresh
Yeah.
meat.
Wonderful.
In the sense of
Some of them spit acid.
Yeah,
As
and
I
there's
recall.
definitely not more swarms of bloatflies around. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. It's lovely afternoon. Untamed Mando, what do you got going on?
Same old. Just keep your eyes on social media. My schedule should be evening out again pretty soon, hopefully, with soccer, all that good stuff. Hopefully, about to be done. It'll be a thing. So, yeah, that's me.
Jack Spade?
Well, hell, this was a really fun time. Once again, you can find me over at Jack Spade GGs over on Twitter and Twitch. You can also find me on YouTube at JackSpade77. My schedule's going to be picking up soon, probably by the beginning of June. I'm going to have some new campaigns running. I'm getting real good. I'm getting good synergies from my playtest groups, so probably going to be starting a Braunstein-like pretty soon, so yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Cool. And I am, of course, Strahd. Trucker Strahd.
Yeah.
As always, we'll be back with this next
And
Sunday
welcome to the
at 4
Strahds.
o'clock. Unless I have some emergency to go out of state for. You never know. But this will be 4 p.m. Eastern, of course. We'll see who dies. See if Mingia continues to get sick, or maybe the frog gets eaten. Who knows what'll happen. And then, of
Hooray.
course,
That's wrong.
tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, Strahd of the Strahd Lords. Same Strahd channel, same Strahd time. 7:30 Strahd Eastern Strahd time. Strahd.
Strahd's fraud.
Rune Lords.
That's a lot of
Straw?
We're apparently
Straw?
we're at the end, towards the end of chapter 4, and we're finally potentially getting some plot.
Huzzah!
Even though
It's
we're
been
losing,
amazing
we're losing
how
out on
like
every clue.
there's like next to no plot unless you just kind of figure it out yourself.
Yeah, we're like every clue we should have picked up, we've destroyed. Pretty much.
Unironically, there's been a couple of times where it's like it's just kill everything in sight. And it's like, well, okay, cool.
Is the villain
We did bring
monologuing and they're
back
dead? Is there a suspicious carriage?
Oh my
It's exploded.
The carriage is
I was
particularly
so
funny.
mad.
I
was
see
so
I see a carriage over there with some giants.
Oh, Joey.
Fireball at it. Fucking open fields with the goddamn wizard is terrible.
Yes, they,
Jesus Christ. Literal artillery. And my Pathfinder game?
warfare on Galarian would not be formations of troops, I think.
No, unironically, like, you can't. Like,
It would be a line of
Jesus Christ.
trebuchets.
Lines of
trebuchets. Nothing but trebuchets. Every town.
As far
has
as
a
I can
trebuchet.
see.
Towns just compete by trebuchet number.
I gotta add the fucking Black Magus wall and just trebuchets to every town. Just put little trebuchets. We sold our house for this
Yep.
trebuchet.
We'd use the wood from our house to build this trebuchet. And all of our clothes into the sling part.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, thanks everybody. Catch you next week. Goodbye.
Nighty night.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.